Dragon Age, the Veilguard. Press any button. When you say any button, what about mouse 5? Oh! I tried to trick you, but you got me. Link or create an EA account? Nah. Leave me alone. I have an EA account. You can fuck right off either way. Got you. Dragon Age the Veilguard. We have done this MFR is pressing mouse 5. Graphics. I have it on medium. We'll see how that works. If it's dire, if it's like 40 or like 14 FPS, then we'll, you know, tone it down or whatever. Vignette, sure, whatever, I don't care. Motion blur, right off, no thank you. Field of view, I don't know, I'm assuming this is, what's it called? Third person, like top-down, isometric, like a BioWare game is, so doubt that matters too much. Controls, accessibility, it'll be fine, we can adjust all of this afterwards if we need to. New game. I assume this starts with a lengthy character creator. I really hope it's like the last game and the title screen loads an explosion. Now, I should say this before we get into this. I have never played Dragon Age Inquisition, so honestly, I'm fine with missing something because of that. Like, if it starts off and it's like, you're in the realm of Andurel, Inquisitor, then I'll go, this is just something I'll catch up on as I play. But Dragon Age Inquisition looks too long for its own good. I looked up how long that is, and it's like 120 hours conservatively. There's no chance I ever stream that. So we're just jumping into this one because apparently it's a bit shorter. I love Dragon Age Origins. I hate Dragon Age 2.
Smart. Thoughtful.
Bald boy. I vaguely
talk.
know him, I think.
But long ago, he had a different name.
Varric's a dwarf.
The Dreadwolf. Ancient elven god of lies, or heroic rebel against tyranny, depending on which story you believe. In his desperate fight against the corrupt elven gods,
I'm assuming this is what happened in Inquisition. I don't know.
That split our world from the raw magic of the Fade.
Dragon Age lore is a bit messy.
But the Veil cost the elves everything. Their magic, their freedom, even their immortality.
No, what's the point of you then?
Now, Solus wants to tear down that veil and undo the damage he caused.
That's fine.
Even if that means our world has to burn.
Yeah, right. I'm on board.
Somebody's
Let's go.
Stop him.
Oh, okay, never mind. We're against him. I've totally misread the vibe. He's the villain. Okay, cool. Sorry. And we're into the video. That bodes well for my investment in this plot. What do we want to be? I could be an elf boy. Descendants of an ancient fallen empire, pushed to the margins in the past, some elves are building a brighter future by exploring their civilization's lost wonders. Maybe. I like elves. The Canari, feared and envied for their size and strength, some Canari follow a strict philosophy from their homeland, while others joined different cultures generations ago. I remember them. Again, I haven't played a Dragon Age game in so long. I remember very little of it. Dragon Age 1 is a fantastic game that you should play. Dragon Age 2 is a shocking disappointment that you shouldn't play. Dragon Age Inquisition, generally, I think the prevailing opinion is that it's somewhere in between, but too long. And this one's meant to be alright. A human, boo, boring, and dwarf. I mean, I'd lean towards elf, maybe. Yeah. Clever and tough in equal measure. Dwarves cannot dream or wield magic. Alright, I forgot about that. They possess a mysterious and ancient bond with the earth. Enchantments. While dwarves cannot use magic, their combat skills are feared across Thedas. Elf, maybe? I don't know. Don't really want to be a canary. Let's be I don't really know. I guess we'll just, we'll vibe. Cycle appearance. We'll get a default. Any of these defaults, nice. They're all elves, yeah. Just become a dwarven mage anyway, just pretend. Wasn't that a character in one of them? Maybe the first one? Like a dwarf who wanted to try and learn magic or something? I can't remember, there's some side quest. That massive hair was awesome. It was mentioned in the chat earlier that this game apparently has nice hair. Let's just continue along and we'll start from scratch. Right. Will this have breasts? Like Baldur's Gate does. Dragon Age, I don't think has ever had breasts, has it? Pronouns. Rook's pronouns determine how she's addressed in the game. Oh, do I just have a character already? I don't get a name. Am I Rook? She, her, they, them, he, him. What am I feeling like today? I'm leaning towards they, them, I think. Gender, that one, fuck it, I don't know. And then, what do I want to look like? What's my body? Select a preset appearance for your character and continue, or press customize. We're going to be customizing. I don't know. Start with this one, maybe? Customize? Oh, God. Okay. Starting preset. Head shape. Oh, Christ, there's a lot of stuff. Set features to default. Yes. Set everything to default. Right. What exactly is this? So that's... I don't know what I'm looking at. Select a head to morph. Oh, for fuck's sake. This might be complicated. This is what the guinea pigs feel like when I squish their cheeks too rough. I mean, I have no idea, really. Save us, head pyramid. I mean, where it was seemed okay, right? Can I turn them around? I can. Oh, I like the little flappy hair. Look at that. Very bouncy. You're like in a L'Oreal advert. Look at that. Bounce, 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 bounce. I wish my hair was that bouncy. I should probably take better care of it if I wanted that. That'll be fine. Sure. Oh, hide hair. I can hide hair and make them a baldo. I don't know if I want to be a baldo, though. Let's, back. Right. First, let's choose the hair. Hair is important, right? How do I choose hair? Oh, I'm going to try and make this relatively quick, but this looks like it could take hours. It's very in-depth. It's not like Baldur's Gate 3, where it's very simple. You just choose various penile accoutrements and then send it. Hairstyle. What hair do I want? How many hairstyles are there? 88 hairstyles! Christ. Okay. What do I want? Absolutely not. Yeah, it's kind of nice. I don't know. What's a... No, that is... I'm not going bald. You are. Big fuzzes. I have no idea what to... Oh, God. Oh, God. There's so fucking much. It's a little bit overwhelming. Ooh, it's so fluffy, though. But there's almost too much. Like, this feels like... It feels like a game custom made for people sharing their, like The Sims, like sharing their creations online, going, look at my rook! This is Lavender Evening Grass, the elfin sorcerer! Oh my god! Oomphy shared their Dragon Age boy! Like, seems like that kind of game. Should probably click something. This is the Brienne of Tarth. Nathandir Evening Grass OC, do not steal. I genuinely dislike such comprehensive customization. I don't know, I think it has its place. I wouldn't say I'm a massive fan of it, but it's fine. Oh, I like that. Because I'm a basic bitch. I've had this hairstyle before. Not quite as luxurious and bouncy as this, but I have had a similar hairstyle to this in the past, except it was blue because, again, basic bitch. I quite like that, too. This is probably what I'll end up getting a haircut like soon. This kind of just very simple, kind of brushed back look. That's probably what I'll end up going for when I get a haircut finally. Oh no, you've been done dirty by the Widow's Peak there, my friend. This is Vegeta maxing. That's pretty bad. That's fine. That's okay. That's not good either. Oh, it's the Barry Keoghan. No, can't be dealing with that. That's too flowy. You look like an 80s groupie. That's pretty nice. Oh, it's a bit too big at the back. Like, that's... The front, I think that's really pretty. The back, it's way too big, and it makes you look like a Karen. Sorry. Like, not good enough. I have to pick something. That's kind of nice, too. I like the Link little side locks. Is that what you call them? Link's little sideburn things that go over his ears. They're kind of fun. I don't know. Go perm or go home. Maybe that one? Nah, it's a bit boring. Go perm or go home. I mean, I, in real life, would never consider a perm. But maybe. I mean, that looks quite nice. I think that looks really nice. Is the bottom right one essentially Dave Mustaine? I don't know who that is. I'm leaning towards either irritating Karen or what was the other one I liked? Maybe something very simple like this. Or maybe let's go with that for now. And then I don't know. Can I do color? Blue. That it looks absolutely fucking terrible. No blue hair, please. I generally tend to make my characters have, like, grey hair because I am rapidly going grey. Like, if I, you know, pull back, like, there's still some dye that hasn't quite washed away over the years, but, like, it's going very noticeably grey. I've got very wide grey streaks in my hair now. So, grey, saturation down, brightness up. Maybe like grey? I like grey hair. Luckily, I think grey hair is quite nice, and I'm kind of excited to go grey. I'm into it. I mean, excited is too big a word, but I'm fine with going grey. Like, I've tried to dye my hair silver, and it didn't take, so I ended up going blue instead. But I was like, if I'm going grey anyway, why not just speed it along? So I tried to get some, like, silvery grey hair dye, but the rest of my hair is too dark, so it wouldn't take. It just made the grey bits white instead. Okay, close that. I mean, we can always go back. Scalp. Oh yeah, I need to get some scalp stuff going, obviously. I mean, I guess the scalp it's a bit big at the back, isn't it? I look a little bit like one of those Ailemows from the Crystal Skull. So, like, can I... No, that's really bad. Flatten both the sides. Flatten the back? Maybe by like 20%? It's a bit better, right? Although I guess we're an elf. We're meant to look a bit angular and weird, so I'm fine with some of that. Width, yeah, that's alright, whatever. What's the profile? I have no idea. Profile is that. Oh, okay. Right, it was on 0. I might leave it at 0. I don't want to do too much with this. Ears. Biggest ears possible, please. I want, like... Oh, that's not that big. Oh, look at that size difference. That's like 10% either way. I want to be mocked by the other elves for having their ears too big. I think that would be funny. Give me the biggest ears possible, please. There we go. Those are some fucking ears. I want people to feel like they have to whisper around me because otherwise I'll go deaf. That's what I want. Earlobe size. I think elves look weird with earlobes, so no thanks. Ears like a bat's wingspan, exactly. Cauliflower ear? I'm not an Irish rugby player. Ear asymmetry? Nah, that's fine. Ear depth. Oh, I can twitch my ears around. That's kind of fun. Anything else? Depth. Oh, I could have sort of one, like, shy ear, I guess. Oh, I never even put on the fedora, by the way. And I see elf ears have been put on as well. So I'll do that. I forgot about that. Is this backwards or forwards? I genuinely can't tell. It's so fucked. There we go. Didn't see this coming. There you go. Reddit elf. Rotation? Yeah, we want him, like, flappable, like, right out like that. I think that's fun. Position? Don't know if that really makes much of a difference, like forward or back. I guess, like that? Looks about fine. Yeah, that's fun. I like that. Thank you for the ears. What's next? Makeup? Well, we should do body, maybe? Body? Starting preset. Undergarments. There's some breasts. Right. I don't know. Do I want to show off my tummy? Give them fat naturals. Body shape. Right. Now. Now. How thick can I make the hips is all I'm gonna ask. Like, not to be too blue, but like... Something like that, maybe? Maybe a bit more muscle, I guess? Is this like hourglass shape? This is width, and that's chunkness, hourglassness, and strunks. So maybe like that? I don't know. Sure, why not? And then skin tone, I'm very fucking pale. So I tend to default to pale, although that can be a little bit boring. You know, I'm, you know, you don't always want to just make something like yourself. Melanin. Alright, lower melanin, please. Lowering the melanin does very little. I have whatever negative melanin is. So, you know, MF said shunk and strunk. Right. Go back. Body shape? Oh, it's body proportions is also a thing. Oh, you cowards! Look, I can't make my hips, like, ridiculously huge. Glute? Yeah, sure. Bulge? Yeah, right. I mean, again... Let's just make it... I'm gonna be the hottest rook that there's ever been, basically. Chest size? I don't really want boobs. Can I get rid of my boobs? I can a bit. And I can't really make them, you know, milkers either. I can just make them, like, you know, medium. I can't really give myself big naturals, I guess. Let's do chest size, like, a little bit lower. Shoulder width. Some big old arms, I guess. And then height. Make me tiny. I'll be really small. Again, there's not that much of a difference. Fucking me some small... small and angry. I'm accepting boob donations if anybody doesn't want theirs. Undergarments. Well, I've basically gotten rid of my breasts. I can just wear trousers now. See, that doesn't... They're just going to be flapping around, really. They're not really in the realm of pec right now. Body proportions. Can I get rid of them? Not really. I can just make them, like, you know, bigger or smaller naturals. Fine, smallest, please. Apparently I'm not allowed. And just, you know, contain them or whatever, I guess. Eyes? Eye shape? Head muscle, perhaps, possibly. Maybe it's just flab. Spacing. Alright, how goofy do I want to get with it? I don't like that. I want to make her look, or make them look a little bit like an alien. So maybe that's fun. Like, like widespread eyes. Maybe they're uneven. That does, okay. That makes them look a little bit like they've been hit with a shovel. Let's do like 5% on both. Let's keep them even. Tilt? Oh, I like the tilt. Oh, they're sad. Rook sad. That's nice. Let's keep them relatively flat, I guess. Eyelids, vertical distance. Big fucking eyes. Left vertical distance. Not really 100% sure what I'm doing there. Hooded. Hooded eyes. Do I have hooded eyes? I don't really know what my eyes are. I find it slightly annoying to put on eyeshadow. That's about it. Oh, I can zoom in as well. I mean, they've got kind of like a weird eye hood there, I would say. Sure, back. Eyebrows and eyelashes. Eye colour? What colour are my eyes? Kind of just colourless grey. So maybe colourless grey is the move. Middle. Oh, Jesus Christ. Custom. Silver. Well, that just looks too much. Blue-grey? That's actually probably what I am. Pale blue. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, I guess. I don't know. I think the coolest eyes are probably green. Right? Like that. That's probably the nicest eyes. Hazel also kind of nice. Like Emma's are quite hazel. I think they're pretty. Amber. Brown. Sorry to all the brownos out there. That sounds much worse than I meant it. Sorry for all the brown eyes out there. But it's kind of lame. It's your basic bitch eyes. Violet. That's your edgelord eyes. I can be like Drist Do'Urden in this game and have violet eyes. Shut up. Violet hazel. No. Black. That's kind of fun. Maybe I'll do black. Again, go into the alien vibe. Or pink. That looks kind of ridiculous. I kind of like that. What looks silliest? Silver looks kind of stupid. So maybe I'll do silver. Sclera color. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, jaundiced or demon? Pink is horrifying. Go pink. You know what? Pink is funny. Middle iris color, blue? No, change it to like... Oh, it's because it's like overlaying it. Alright. Saturation. Brightness. Make them bright pink. That looks absolutely horrible. I mean, that looks disgusting. That looks really awful. Like, that's some of the ugliest eyes I've ever seen. So maybe that'll do well. I have some sort of disease. I'm like a horrible goblin. Maybe I can make her skin green? Bloodshot? Cataracts? Oh my god. That's absolutely horrible. Give her like a 15% bloodshot. And then... I mean, that's pretty disgusting, to be honest. What was... Can I go back to skin tone? I can. Skin tone. Can I make myself green? I can't make myself green. Ah, fuck off. I'm not able to make myself sort of horrible and green. I mean, that's the palest I can go. I can't go like Gollum sickly color. Which is annoying. Let me go neutral. Alright. Oh, that looks disgusting. I've only just kind of realized that the whites of my eyes are the same color as my skin, which is horrible. It kind of implies that my eyes have skin on them. Right, nose. What nose do you want? What cool nose? Big, I would say. Give me a big old honker like that. That's quite cool. Give me not that. That's the worst of all noses. Sorry if you've got the Disney princess nose, but that's a low tier nose. That's pretty good. That's fine. That's your generic nose. That's pretty good as well. I'm going for the honkus though. That's fun. Depth. Big depth, please. Fantastic. Love it already. Height. About the same, I think. Size. Yes, please. I want to basically look like an angry crow. That's how I want to look. Size. Crookedness. Oh, yes. Yes. The coolest nose. Nose bone depth. Yeah. that is maybe too crow, but I'll give it a bit in that direction. Maybe want it like that, like a pure wedge. Like we could theoretically crack through glass with this thing. That's kind of fun. I like the wedge. Width? Maybe we want it sharp. Yeah, I think sharp would be a good look. Like, theoretically, we could use our face as some sort of hatchet. An isosceles person. Fleshy eyes. One look at you and I can't disguise. You've got fleshy eyes. Nose bridge. I mean, I don't know what this is gonna do now. I mean, we just have a straight line. It's the hypotenuse, so like, it's not gonna do much. Yeah, we want it flat, I've decided. So just maybe a little, like 50% is good. Nose tip. Nostril size. Fuck me, there's a lot in this. Nose tip depth. Out again? Okay, now we're fucking getting somewhere. Up, down. We want to kind of, again, continuing this, like, you know, this angle going down, like a smooth line. Like, this wouldn't result in a fail on Line Rider back in the 2000s. Left, right, nah, that's fine. Tip, maybe kind of narrow, because, again, we're going to be able to beat somebody to death with this nose. Rotation? Yeah, okay. Our mouth has never felt a raindrop. That's what I want to get out of this. If we stick out our tongue, we can't catch a snowflake. Nostril size. I don't know. Standard 40%. Nostril width. Sure, give me some wide nostrils. Depth. I don't know what that is. Like that? Like a standard depth of nose? It looks like they keep grimacing as you tweak the settings. Like, for fuck's sake, here we go. Look, they shouldn't have given me that option then. They'll love it. They'll be happy with this. Now that's a character. Lips. Big old lips. Maybe tiny lips. That might be funnier. Like a little pout mouth. Or big wide mouth. Let's get a little pout mouth. She's, please, let me feel the sun. Please. No, you get back here. You don't feel the sun. Make it like a little arsehole. That's horrible. Position, I don't know, where it was basically is fine, I think. And size? What is this, like lip size? Mouth size? That's a little smaller, I think. Lip thickness. There we go, we'll make it thinner. Like, what's the smallest? Look at her little smile! Look at the little smile they have! I'm gonna say, that's pretty great. That's pretty fantastic. I'm happy with that so far. Maybe even smaller. Oh, that wide is a look, but maybe wide. Maybe wide's pretty good, but very thin, like It's kind of like that. I think that's pretty good. Back we go. What's next? Ears we've already done. Hair we've done. Makeup we haven't done. Was there anything else? I mean, there was a few other things. I don't know how much I want to go into, like, the chin shape, for instance, but we'll take a look, I guess. What's a chin bump? Oh, is that like when, you know, like Ben Affleck has that little ass on his face? Is that a chin bump? I'm not really sure. Depth of the chin? Okay, we are slowly approaching Mac tonight territory, so maybe not with the chin. Let's go like 20. Chin height? Oh, a big chin might be good though. Oh, maybe we do make it a bit of a pointy face. A double chin? Nah. Let's make you horribly skinny. Like you are a goblin. Complexion. What's your complexion? Skin tone. Yeah, we've already chosen that. Complexion, smooth 1. Smooth 2. Oh god, the amount of... There's so many. There's 42 complexions here. Youthful. Youthful? Oh my god, you look so strange now. Intensity of vitiligo. It's fine. Chin larynx? You can, of course, this allows you to change your larynx shape. Do you want an Adam's apple? I don't think it's necessary to be totally honest, but sure. We'll have that. I am feeling weirder and weirder about this character. Hello, Emma. Emma's home from school. Scalp? No, don't need scalp. I guess we'll skip ahead to makeup and then we're pretty much done after that. Imagine it did all of this and then it makes you a me. Eye makeup style. Oh my god. What am I wearing right now? I mean, my eye makeup routine involves just smearing some stuff on my face. So, like, a bit like that, to be honest. Like, just going, and then leaving the house. There's 36 brands of eyeshadow. That's too many. I'm going full 80s when I do this. Maybe that and like, you know, color intensity. Let's go black, right? Like that. You know, something along those lines. And then same with this. How many colors are there? Glitter style? I don't know if I want glitter on my face. Oh, Jesus Christ. Eyeliner, color, this. There's so much. There's so much. I'm just kind of clicking through it, to be honest. I hope you can combine all these types. I need eyeliner, mascara, eyeshadow, and wings. It looks like you can.
Okay, Kenny.
Mm-hmm. Love you.
Close the door, please.
Okay, I love you. Just a second.
And lower your voice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so tired.
Mm-hmm.
Fell asleep on the bus again.
Mm-hmm.
I nearly fell over.
Ah!
Because I was on the outside seat.
That's very sweet.
And I did a sharp turn and nearly fell over.
I don't know if you can hear that. Emma fell asleep on the outside seat in the bus aisle and nearly fell over in her sleep when it turned a corner, which is very sweet. That's pretty fun.
Come on.
Okay, yeah.
Now keep your voice down.
I love you. I love you. I'm back. That's kind of the eyeliner look I like, to be honest. That's a bit too fancy. Making a 90s Disney villain. That's kind of what I go for, usually, if I do it. So maybe that, just, you know, keep it fairly understated. I mean, the rest of me isn't, to be honest. I look horrible. What have I done to myself? Hair, tattoo, scars. Scars? Maybe I'll give myself a cool scar. Any cool scars? That's a bit overboard. It does look cool, though, doesn't it? I've always thought burns, up to a certain extent, I guess, burns and lightning strikes look really fucking cool on people. Like, have you ever seen somebody who survived a lightning strike and yet they have those, like, intricate burns all over them? It looks so cool. That doesn't look like a scare. Oh, I guess it's scarification, right? Maybe just like I fell over on top of a can I was opening and it did this to me. That's kind of funny. They have the standard eye scare, whatever. That's a bit lame, I think. You've got the dueling scare that all the Germans have. I'm going to go with this scare. I think it's funny. And then body scares. Lightning strike? Can I be struck by lightning? This. It looks like this. Maybe I've been struck by lightning. Fuck it. I've been struck by lightning. My character. I think everything else is fine. What is this? Is this some sort of like ultra elaborate top surgery scares? Not really sure. That's more of a, again, scarification tattoo. It looks like it's coming right out of my genitals. Like, I don't like that. It feels like I'm gonna like take off my clothes and say, make a joke about having a bush or something, and then it's these roots and stuff coming out of my genitals. I don't like that. I'm gonna say lightning scars, please, because that's funny. And then top surgery scars. There is top surgery scars. Okay. Maybe I've removed some breasts in the past. Maybe the lightning did it. Hang on. What I got here? But I still have breasts is the problem. How do I get rid of my fucking boobs? Body proportions. Chest size. -100. Give me the fucking boobs off. I have boobs in all realms. God damn it. Get rid of them. Get them off me. Whatever. Let's go here and scares. I mean, I don't need them. The top surgery scars. Let's turn that off. Alright, I think that's basically fine. I think I'm fine with that. I might reduce the chin a tiny bit because it's a bit stupid, but like only a tiny bit. I have boobs in all realms. Maybe you just had a reduction. The lightning reduced them. It's how I survived the lightning. This is not what I assume actually happens, but maybe when I got struck by lightning, it sort of melted the goo in them. They got smaller, and that's how I survived. All of the energy went into like cooking my boobs off. Right? Oh, I could change the lighting. That's kind of nice. Let's change that. That's pretty good. Sure, I'm happy with this character. I think I don't need to change anything else. Let's go. Accept changes. There we go. Wonderful. The goo. You know, there's goo in them. I think. Right. Cool. Let's change class, I guess. Continue. Yay! Okay. Oh, I don't like my little awful smile. I look like there's nothing behind my eyes. My horrible pink little rat eyes. Class warrior. Please, Dreya, tell me more about this breast goo. They kind of feel like... I don't have one anymore, but you know those... mouse pads with the wrist rest on them? And some people get them shaped like anime breasts. But you know, the little wrist pad that's full of slimy goo. That's, I assume, what's in a boob. Right? It's just sort of the same sort of thing that was in a Stretch Armstrong. I assume that's what's in a boob. If you like prick one, just some like green slime comes out. Probably blood. I don't know. What else is in there? What do I want to be? A rogue, a mage, or a warrior? I'm tempted to say rogue. I like stretch boobs strong. Don't try and stretch a boob without consent. Don't just go, ooh, Stretch Armstrong, and just kind of twist it and pull it, and like one of those little aliens that you'd get in the eggs. Rogue. The rogue's hallmarks are quick movement and reflexes. Whether wielding a bow or dual swords, that sounds fun. They use powerful, precise strikes for lethal damage. That sounds cool. Warrior, command the flow of battlefield. I mean, I'm small and look a bit like a goblin. It would make sense to be a rogue. Aspirational armor. Starting outfit. Casual wear. I think that looks very fun. I like that a lot more. I like the fact that I'm just in some rogues. I look plucky. I look like an orphan. I fucking hate my smile, actually. Can I go back just for a second and make me not as smiley? I recognize this is petty, but I hate how much I'm smiling. If anything, I should be sadder. There we go. I would like to be a rogue, please. I think that sounds good. Having your joy surgically removed. I'm still a bit smug. I have the same facial expression right now as fucking, like, Joseph Gordon-Levitt in every movie. I hate my expressions. The warrior is making the least insufferable expression. The mage looks real fucking annoying. The rogue is not that far off. Like, just on facial expressions, I'd go warrior, because they look almost normal. Let's go rogue. Why not? I don't know if this is a terrible decision. I assume in the year of our Lord 2024 that the rogue will be balanced. You know, all of these things will be balanced by a committee of like 1,100 people playtesting it, right? That's how these games work now. They're all sanded down. So let's go. It's not like the old days where if you pick a certain character, like Divine Divinity, to name a random RPG, if you pick something non-ranged in that, you're fucked. You basically can't finish the game. Grey Wardens. Rook is a Grey Warden, an ancient military order, sworn to battle Darkspawn and other monsters. The Wardens undergo secret, unbreakable rites that grant them supernatural powers against the dark. Veil Jumpers. This daring group explores ancient elven ruins in Arlathan Forest. Although founded by elves, they welcome anyone brave enough to face the reality-warping magic. That sounds quite fun. That's fun and cool. Shadow Dragons. That sounds goofy as shit. Underground resistance that opposes corrupt rulers and slavery. They're nice. Coming from all walks of life, they're determined to bring justice to the people. So they're like Underground Railroad or whatever. Lords of Fortune. Rook is a Lord of Fortune, an informal collection of explorers, hunters, and treasure seekers from Rivian, or Rivane. The rowdy lords are famed for both daring exploits and narrow escapes. They sound fucking irritating as hell. No. The Mourn Watch. This elite necromantic order explores the mysteries of life and death and tends to the undead in Navarra's sprawling grand necropolis. Nah, maybe. I'm not really a magic boy is the problem. So, Antivian Crows. They're like assassins, right? I remember them. Yes? Okay, I love you. Rook is an Antivan crow. Swift knives in the dark. The crows are Emma is asking me to go even quieter, so it's going to be an ASMR stream in a second. Swift knives in the dark. The crows are ruthless assassins, both respected and feared as Antiva's shadowy protectors. Yes, you're smooth AM time. Grey Wardens seem a little bit boring. Veil Jumpers... maybe I'm leaning into that. Increased critical and weak point damage sounds fine for a rogue. Attuned Strikes. Damage versus Fade Touched. This sounds fun as well. Your class-specific resources regenerate slightly faster. That's vague as hell. I don't know what that means. Increased damage versus the Venatori. I'm going to say Veil Jumpers. That's quite fun. Whisper to me, DJ. I don't want to rock, DJ, but you're making it feel so good. Sorry. Oh, and it changes my surname as well. I'm assuming this is just like Dragon Age 1, where if you haven't played Dragon Age 1 or Dragon Age Origins, which is a worse name, how it works is you pick a race and class, and that determines the start of the game, like where you start in the world. Like everything is theoretically happening at the very beginning all at once. Like canonically you are just choosing who you play. It's quite a fun system. I like it a lot, so I'm assuming it's the same here. So continue. I think that's good. A veil jumper. Ancient elven ruins. That sounds fun. Hunter of secrets. When lives were at stake, Rook defied orders to rescue people from the mystic perils of Arlathan. Oh. Oh, defied orders in order to rescue people. I understand. Don't whisper that, for fuck's sake. I'm assuming... So either... I mean, you could read that multiple ways. Either we're awful and we're like, nah, I'm not going to rescue them, or we defied orders to run and rescued people. On an expedition to the ruins in Arlathan Forest, the Veil Jumpers found ruins that contained important lost lore and deadly danger. Barely surviving the ruins' ancient magical defenses, Rook's small team recovered an invaluable map leading to a hidden area of the forest. Although the team escaped, other Veil Jumpers found themselves trapped. Rook chose to return to these ruins, saving their teammates' lives, but losing the map. They were lauded for their bravery, but the map's loss has caused some resentment among Veil Jumper leaders. Sure, why not? Oh my god, so many fucking options. Combat preset. An adventurer, here for action and adventure. The balanced experience that places equal emphasis on combat, party composition, and equipment choices. Oh, is this difficulty? Underdog. Overcome punishing odds and save the world from unforgiving enemies. Nightmare. Overwhelming battles that give no quarter. Requires a mastery of combat, equipment, and skills to survive. Selecting this difficulty cannot be undone. Whispers DJ, thank you for the clip, and it's good to see you. Here to chart a new path, customize all settings. I'll just go with Adventurer, probably. I'm assuming there's a story mode. A balanced combat experience that emphasizes party composition and equipment choices over reaction times. I'm kind of into that, to be honest. Storyteller, plunge into the story with more forgiving combat. I'm assuming it's active pause combat, like the first one. I believe that was the first one. Like a lot of BioWare games, it's like space, make your decisions, unspace. They do their big swings and their magic missile, oh, fireball, lightning bolt, and then you pause again and make more decisions. I'm assuming. Let's do Adventurer. If that's the default, I'm fine with that. Making me giggle as I'm working. Finalize. Okay, first name, Ozla? Nah, we're Dreama. That makes sense. Dreama Aldweir. Voice.
I'm glad you're here.
That's alright.
I'm glad you're here.
That is so posh, it makes me angry. I will not be picking that one. That's really irritating. If I have to hear this... Why won't it play again? Play the voice by pressing the H button.
Time to get to work.
If I have to hear that constantly, I'm going to lose my mind.
What's he been saying now?
I don't like that at all.
Well, we're not in trouble.
I hate every voice
We're not
option
in trouble.
except the feminine 2 voice, and I'm not in love with that one either, to be honest. So, medium or low pitch, maybe?
Well, let's move.
That one's okay, actually. I like that one.
Let's move. Let's move.
Low-pitched feminine 2. I'm happy with this. Oh god, you can customize the main character in a few events from previous game, Dragon Inquisition. This will have some minor effects on the story, but can be skipped if you wish to move on. I've never played Dragon Age Inquisition. As always, load of character creation, fuck all voices. I mean, I sort of get it, but not really, I guess. I would get it if I suspected that there would be a lot of voice lines for the main character, but in this kind of game, there rarely is. Usually it's just things like, here we go. Not in a Mario way. ASMR Mario doesn't really work either. Here we go. Yahoo! You're a good boy for me. Ha But you know what I mean. It's just kind of voice clips. It's never like full voice acting, usually. Like Baldur's Gate 3 style. That's the biggest touchstone of the last few years. TLDR. This is useful for me. Big holes in the world opened up and then infinite demons. You were the only person who could close them. Politics prevented you from doing your job until things got very bad. I can't read that out. That is absolutely horrible. For anybody watching the VOD who isn't watching the chat, that is just JOI Mario style that's been posted in my chat. If you don't know what JOI is, you don't need to look it up. I'm not going to do it for you, but you don't need to. Or would it be JOE? Slightly different, I feel. Right, I'll just continue then. I don't need to do this. I'll leave everything default, I guess. Full name, Dreya Aldwyr. Lineage, elf. Identity, non-binary, the them. Class, rouge. Backstory, veil jumpers. Past adventure in the Inquisition, default. And playstyle, adventurer. Absolutely fine. Let's find lies. It's only been an hour. Oh, I meant to get through this as quickly as possible. It's only been an hour. It's fine. For a fantasy character creation, an hour's alright. Probably only a matter of time until there's some singer that takes up the name JOI or something. Maybe. I mean, Joy. Joy, you could be spelled JOI. There's probably many people who have tried a fancy spelling of the name Joy as JOI and then haven't Googled it beforehand and then have been in for a surprise as their name gets auto-modded on Twitch or something. Right, finalize. Are you sure? You can change your appearance later in the game. Cowards. I think Baldur's Gate 3 added that in as well. There was a magic mirror that came out after a few updates. Because Baldur's Gate 3, as much as I love it, was fairly unfinished when it released. The ending was bafflingly terrible. And there was a couple of like fairly basic quality of life things missing. But one of the things they added in later updates that fixed it was like a magical mirror where you could basically just change anything about your character. Which is a little lame, I think. Maybe basic stuff, but just bringing up the like Elder Scrolls race menu feels like it lacks permanence. But that's fine, I guess. In the words of, is it Doom, the Twitter account for Doom? You control the buttons you press, so it doesn't have to interfere. Clueless job interviewers. Oh, joy, that's unique enough to find. Let's look up what you've done. Oh no. I feel like if anybody doesn't know what JOI is, they'll be very confused. I would describe it as a genre. You're hired. I think there's probably quite a lot of it set around offices, so maybe. You can change your appearance later in the game. Yes, that's fine. Maybe we'll get chin reduction surgery. Maybe that's my aspiration, is to make enough money to get chin reduction surgery. Just out of interest. Cutscene, I assume, this will start with. And let me know how the volume is, by the way.
Where were we? Oh, right. Him. Our
Bald.
best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual.
The original name of this game before it was scrapped like 8 times. I don't think anybody expected this game to ever come out.
We finally tracked him to Manrathus, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert.
Me?
So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin. With the seediest bar in town. And a missing contact.
I'll say this. It's not bad, objectively speaking, but it always feels really weird to me when a dwarf has an American accent. I don't think it's right. Just existentially, I don't like it.
Again. Where's Nev
It's
Gallus?
me!
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
I'm a professional little guy. Oh god, okay. Let's talk this out, and I'll do more than demand. I mean, we went in real guns blazing. I look so fucking unthreatening is the problem. I look like a complete idiot with my tiny little angry mouth. I'm wrinkling up my little nose and everything. Little nose, it's a fucking huge beak. Let's talk this out. It'll give me a chance to do some dialogue. Starting in medias res has become more of a thing as the years go on. I don't mind it. I'm fine with that. You look like somebody stole your bag of sweets.
It's not a demand. It's an offer. Telling me what I need to know, it's the smart play here.
I mean, look at my giant ears and nose.
Sweet talker.
Nev Gallus is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I need to know where she is.
I'm sure this
We
is
were supposed to meet here.
gonna reveal
in
itself
your
as
bar, but you let
as
them
the game
dirty
goes on,
cultists drag
why we're
her
here.
away.
I didn't let them. They paid.
You've got huge arms.
So answer my questions and walk away with the coin. Or spend it cleaning up the place when I'm through.
You're half the size of them.
Your choice.
You're very small.
You're adorable.
I am. Oh, you're also small.
That's where you'll find Nev Gallus.
Thank you.
You want to get yourself killed fighting the Venatori? It's your ass.
I also don't like that. I don't like fantasy people saying the word ass.
That offer's good for all of you, too. No?
If they won't listen to you, they can always listen to Bianca.
Fuck, I'm having a horrible remembrance of how cringe
Your friend
Dragon
Nev
Age is.
Gallus is at Dumont
By the way,
I heard.
it's really washing over
That's
me.
why you're my second in command.
I forgot that Dragon
for the
Age, especially
record,
as it went on,
let
got
me do
real
John for
fucking
you.
cringe. It's like Baldur's Gate, but produced by the CW. It's that kind of level of writing. It worked, though. Joke, anger, or stoicism, and just frond. You mean there's more than just character gen? I refuse to believe this. It worked out, though. And just, keep it light. It worked. We're all fine. Everything's cool.
See, you say that. But we do have Nev's location now, so...
My nose is going to get wet before the liquid
Don't
gets
get
to my
cocky.
face, isn't it?
Come on. Harding will be worried.
It's so
All right.
huge.
Break's over.
I can't drink from a mug without the tip of my nose getting
She's the
damp.
best
That's
damn
so
detective
inconvenient.
I've ever
I'm going to
met.
need
If she
straws.
says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her.
Ooh, Fantasy City.
The
We've got
Archon's
Vivek
palace.
at home.
Something must
Oh
have gotten it right.
my. Okay, how's the frame rate? Not particularly good. Might have to lower the settings, we'll see. Number one, the camera settings are way too sensitive, so that's not helping. Hang on. Let's go. Ooh, time to upgrade PC. The one thing that needs to be upgraded on my PC is probably my graphics card. Annoyingly, that is the most expensive part of the PC as well. But at some point, I'm getting a steady paycheck now. I'm no longer working as much of a freelancer, so maybe I can afford something. You know what? I could just I could maybe lower it down to 1080p. Maybe upsampling improves performance and visuals. Balanced NVIDIA reflects render scale. Maybe put that down to like 75%, something like that. Target frames per second, I would like 60 if possible, but We'll see what happens. Does the game not auto-detect? No. Despite the fact that this game did 15 minutes of pre-initialization, it did not auto-detect graphics, which is very irritating. Graphics preset. Medium, texture quality, medium, everything medium. SSR, screen place reflections. Maybe we'll turn that off. Oh, this is disabled when ray tracing is on. Maybe I should. Maybe ray tracing shouldn't be on right now. Let's turn that off for now. Just see if that helps. Oh, and also I wanted to change the controls a little bit. Mouse sensitivity. It's at 3.5. Turn that down to like 2.5. It's so sensitive. Or like 2. 2 might do as well. That's a little bit better. We'll fiddle with it earlier, more as we go on, I guess.
Get out of here.
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual.
The bloom
Find
is a bit
Gallus
aggressive.
And stop Solus.
Who are you? Oh, I'm so goodly.
Bless you.
Andraste, bless you. Oh, Jesus, bless you, my sir. Oh, I'm so small.
Talk him down before he starts his big ritual.
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing
Hi, boys.
separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Can you move on? The wokest wokey thing that everyone can't stand.
Go on,
It's weird, right? Who gets into a Dragon Age game and then is disturbed or surprised when it has things like pronouns and top surgery scar options and stuff like that? That's Dragon Age's whole thing. Like, Dragon Age, I know it has aspirations of being like this, you know, interesting fantasy epic, but really, what it is a soap opera for gays. That's what Dragon Age has always been, and it's famously been that. I don't know who's gotten to this point playing Dragon Age and is like, really? It's woke? This is new to me. It's like watching all of like Star Trek and going, what? I'm not supposed to be racist? It's weird, right? It's weird. All right, what do you want? Are you gonna hurt me at all? Oh, it's a bit stuttery. Maybe I'll order a new graphics card. Oh.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Oh, crikey. Oh, Jesus.
Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
Gotta help her.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no.
To get arrested, especially if we...
Oh no, he left her! Oh, look at me back! Oh, Christ!
Oh, crap.
Oh.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go.
Oh, very Joss Whedon-y.
She'll get us to Dumont Plaza, then Nev will get us to Solus.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's sprint. Ooh, it's a big old angry man. Okay.
Is Solus summoning demons on purpose?
My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
Luckily, they don't really have interest in me. Oh.
And the whole world is going to look a lot like this.
Alright, cool.
This way. It should get us to Harding.
I'm a rogue. I can skip across this. What have you got? I have, and hang on. What do I have? I keep having to check because graphics cards are named annoyingly, a bit like monitors. I have. It's showing its age, I would say. I liked this graphics card a long time, but I've had it for a few years now. It's an RTX 2060 Super. So, which is, I think, basically just like a factory overclocked version of the 2060. So it's old now. It's fairly old. It served me well, but the last 6 months or so, I feel like it's been starting to show its age. You know, new games I'm no longer able to run on medium high graphics, which is where I was always at. Basically, it's been mitigated by the fact that I rarely play new games. Press F to jump. Okay, cool. Hi, friends.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the door as quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Harding, you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help.
Fuck, was it always
The
this
ritual must be
cringe?
weakening the veil. There are a
It
lot
must
of
have been,
scared people
right?
out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
Years. I sound
What about
72.
you two? Are you okay?
Stoic or a little shaky, like anxious, never better is just neutral. It was always cheesy. It was always cheesy. In a hurry, let's just be stoic, because I don't know if Harding was in all the others. Again, I don't remember 2 at all, because I really disliked it when it came out, so I never replayed it. So I remember almost nothing of 2. I really liked 1, but I don't remember if Harding was in that, because it's been a while since I played it, and I've never played Inquisition. So I just don't like her vibe.
We're good, but we need to move.
Agreed. Solus isn't waiting, neither can we.
You got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I want to use
I'm
2
not
cool
surprised
knives.
Our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Not a problem. I saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with Venatori. Follow me.
Oh my gosh, there's like demons
We
around.
got company.
Sorry. Fight? Introductory tutorial fight, I assume? Fuck, my horrible little rat eyes are distracting.
Demon.
Oh god, okay. Perform a light attack with press. I can't remember even how this worked, and I don't know if I ever played a fighter in, like a melee fighter in Dragon Age 1. I think both playthroughs I did of that game were mages, weirdly. Use your light attack up to 5 times in a row to create an attack chain. The last stage is a final attack and deals increased damage.
Here they come.
Help. I'm very hurt already. This is not going particularly well. Tap Q to defend against incoming attacks. Oh, there's a block. I'm doing fantastically now. Ow! I'm gonna die in the tutorial.
Last of them.
Oh,
Let's get
Jesus.
to Dumont Plaza and find Nev.
Or to drink a potion.
You two all right? Pat yourself.
That was not what I was expecting from the combat. I was expecting it to be... I believe how it worked in the first game was like tactical pausing, right? Like you hit space, you choose what they do their actions, and then you pause again.
Up if you need it.
Oh no, space is a dodge in this one, like a Dark Souls.
Doesn't that destroy everything?
Solus always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was.
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring it back.
Even
Good
if
for
his
him.
ritual kills us all in the process.
They change it every game. I can't really remember too. So far, the vibe I'm getting, and I'm enjoying it, right? Sorry. So far, the vibe I'm getting is Baldur's Gate ordered from Wish. It's just fine. I'm sure you can get some quality stuff on that website.
Oh no, I think that's Dumont Plaza.
Let's move.
I mean, they have a big orb. They're fine. Hi. You doing okay? Oh, are you a scary wizard man that I have to hurt? Yes, you are.
I hate these assholes.
They're very easy. Feels maybe wrongly that they've gone more and more consolified with fast action button mashing. Yeah, I mean, this feels instantly, I was just about to say, this feels like maybe a controller game, which I was not expecting from a Dragon Age thing. Like, I associate Dragon Age with, you know, playing on keyboard and mouse, but this feels like maybe I should be using a controller. How do I use my bow? Oh, that's how. Ooh, I knew you could smash open things. Woke liberals and their button mashing. The Venatori have erected a barrier, destroying nearby crystals to bring it down. What crystals would you be referring to? Where are your special little crystal friends? Missed everything so far. How do you like it? I mean, we've just started. I would say, so far... I don't know. So far, I would say... If you were to give... I'm going to compare it directly to Baldur's Gate 3, because that's the biggest version that's come out recently of this kind of game, right? I would say if you were to give somebody who didn't like video games Baldur's Gate 3, they might play the intro and the first little bit and go, oh, you know what, I get it now. This is really... This is maybe not what I expected. This is pretty good. I like it. I'd say if you gave them this... it would maybe confirm all of their preconceptions about video games and it wouldn't grab them. But I'm not saying that as a bad thing. It's just very cringe and video gamey. But that's Dragon Age, baby. That's what you expect. It feels like all of the dialogue is ripped straight from a Joss Whedon Castaway script. Not like Tom Hanks' Castaway, but you know, one he threw away. Do I just smash this? Oh, I just smashed that. I'm dumb.
More intruders.
Yes, I know. Ooh, I can do a cool dodge. Ooh, that hurt quite a bit.
Crossed paths with them in the Veil Jumpers. They were hunting for magic and putting people in...
Dodge. Nope, that did not work. Ooh, I'm hurt. Help me. What do I do? I don't know how to fire a bow. That might be rough. Hang on. I'm just gonna smash around a bit and try and kill some people. That kind of worked. I would like to heal, please. Thank you. I mean, so far, this feels like a 75 on Metacritic, which is fine. Feels like a 75. A 7.5 out of 10. Perfectly good. And we're only just started. We've only been playing for like 10 minutes, so it could get a lot better or a lot worse. Really, we've barely begun.
Guess we're sliding
Ooh.
down.
I appreciate a good slide.
Allies of Neb Gallus! Kill them all!
Static strikes. Use tab to select a static strikes ability. Rogues generate momentum by attacking enemies uninterrupted. Tab. Oh, that has paused. That's useful. Mouse over your ability and press that to... Oh, where is it? Static strikes. Fires 2 bolts, each dealing damage independently, but traveling along the same path. Alright. And then what do I do? How do I use that? Oh!
Tetris! The Venatorio in these streets!
Oh, Jesus. Hang on. So do I just press the 1 key to do that again? I do. Dark Souls. Lovely. All good. Oh, you can't dodge magical bolts, can you? What the fuck did you just do? No, pause for it. What the fuck did Varric just do? I want to call out that shit right now. Why was he floating in the air with his fucking feet on the crossbow for a second there? That is unacceptable. Cut that goofy shit out right now in the future.
Looks like Nev's work, not the Venatori's.
These names are washing over me like a fine mist. Don't need to know. but no shenanigans.
Varric,
Who are you?
hiding. Not the worst timing.
Fuck, you're posh.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the
I
Veilguard
hate
killed
Harding so much. I just get an intensely irritating vibe from Harding. Oh my good, thank goodness you're here.
Then the sky started raining demons.
Way too bright-eyed.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert.
Hi, I'm
Help
Rook.
us find Solus.
I don't know why I'm called Rook.
Nev made Rook. Harding and I found them a while back. Thought we could use an expert on trouble.
Rook, like the chess piece.
One of the strongest
I guess
pieces
so.
on the board, but they tend to think in straight lines.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Varric. This dialogue is dire. I hate Varric and I hate Harding. I hate everybody so far. I remember liking Varric, okay, in the first ones. I don't fucking know. I'm the edgelord. I speak like this. You rescued yourself, I see. Neutral.
We came prepared
Or is
for
that
rescue.
approving?
Looks like you were way ahead of us.
I don't like your hat either.
You're sweet.
You meant to be like a
said you
sexy,
had a
like professor or something. The mortarboard look.
I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins.
I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Zip up that top,
This
Varric.
ritual's already
You
drawing more power
slut.
than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
All citizens in the canal district must remain in their homes.
There's a slight kind of a cyberpunk vibe to the city, which I'm into.
So
It's
if we can
very
catch Solus
high
or
fantasy.
Red Wolf, or whatever he calls himself. What's the plan?
He wants to bring down the veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual, so he can't fight us?
That's the hope. If it comes to a straight up fight, we're dead.
He's just a bald twink. What's he gonna do? Slap us? Ooh. What are you holding? Some sort of glowing tube? Don't know where to go next. Varric, help. Oh, obviously. This convenient zip line.
Line to get across.
I'm getting too old for this.
This is the maintenance zip line. This is what the workers use to get to work. Zip lining. Why is there a zip line? Can I hop up here? Nope, there is no jump. In fact, I just smashed my back into this wall. Go down instead.
There. That's the building I tracked Solus to.
Can I hurt this wood?
Looks like
Yes, I
the
can.
Veilguard also found it, and then demons found them.
Zip up and zip down all day. I like the rain. The rain is quite pretty. A mysterious jade jar. Oh, it's potions. Hello, are you just playing dead? Nah, you're fully dead. Can I crouch? I can't crouch, so I can't teabag in this game. Thanks, game. Thanks, nanny state. Ranged attack. Press right-click to fire your bow. Tap right-click to quick-fire a bow, or hold right-click for an aimed shot that deals bonus damage. Arrows replenish over time, so it's not going like hardcore. Like you don't have to find ammunition. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Smash him. Good stuff. Any more? Yep. Are we all good? Oh, no, we're not.
Enchantment on the entrance.
Enchantment. That's something I remember from this series. Enchantment. I liked him. When's he back? I like that character. Enchantment. He was endearing. I'd hang out with him. Wouldn't hang out with any of you nerds.
So this is the Dreadwolf's hideout.
One of them, at least. Not sure how long he's been here.
Some of this looks ancient.
Just looks like rocks.
Been around longer than Manrathus itself.
How do I climb? F. I've remembered the control. They were for like 10 years this was going to be called Dreadwolf, right? The video game. And then they changed it recently enough to Veilguard. Veilguard is a better name. Dreadwolf is very bad. Veilguard isn't great, but it is better. I mean, none of the names are good. Inquisition is fine. Dragon Age Origins is pretty bad. Because honestly, a person of my age, that kind of just conjures up images of Wolverine Origins. Oh, you a cool sparkly eye thing. That's quite pretty. And I'm on medium graphics right now.
Solus is freeing slaves.
That
So
prick.
hates slavery. One of the few things we actually agreed on.
He
What about
said
Dragon
the
Age
other
2?
gods were tyrants who oppressed his people. He was trying to help them.
He was trying to help them. Are you voiced by an AI? I'm gonna push you over. Can I bully you? Can I push... They're standing right by this rock. Can I just, like, pretend I'm tripping and, like, push them over this rock and then just, like, kick sand in their face? They go, hey, help me! I can't see! Stuff them in a locker. Get down here. I'm pretty shit, so I need all of you with me. You'll just have to put up with the abuse.
What do you see?
What do your elf eyes see?
Just a big glowing window or mirror or something.
It's probably a magical portal.
Sounds ominous.
He's right behind me, isn't he? This is suffering from control writing. They fly now? Big horse? I went to a Halloween event last night and there was a big horse.
Elves doing something to a dragon, I think.
I've been on the internet long enough to know what that could mean.
Maybe?
Solus said the other elven gods were evil. If they were binding dragons, he was right about that much at least.
They're fighting it. No. Oh god, no, they're not. I love how Dreya's power fantasy always ends up being able to bully people. It's like people are casting magic missiles and blowing up the sun or whatever. And I'm like, can I trip this person over this rock and like kick sand in their face? That's my end goal. Oh, it's a dog, I think. Oh, Christ. Okay. Do that. Weakened. Like the musician. Smash him. There we go. Easy enough. That was fine. I'm getting the hang of it a little bit.
There must be a way to open it. Let's look around.
Don't tell me what to do.
Air's full of magic. Solus used a lot of power for something.
Are you...
Solus, the Dreadwolf Fen Harel. He's got a lot of names.
I always called him Juggles.
Oh. I don't know the plot of Dragon Age. Has this game explained anything? In the vaguest possible terms? Really, I feel like all you need to know is Oh god. Plot of Dragon Age. There's something called the Veil, which is like a mystical barrier that, you know, like a bit like the Feywild, I guess. It like blocks the demons from... It's the world of magic, and it blocks the demons from coming through to the physical plane. There's wizards that use the power of the Veil to cast magic, mages, but they're also seen as like basically WMDs and kept in sort of internment camps kind of things, like called towers. There's elves and dwarves and all of that sort of thing, like you'd expect. That's really all you need to know, to be honest. Oh, there's Grey Wardens, which are kind of like paladins who keep the elves and the mages down. And I'm a little stabby boy. Who's this Solus guy? I don't really know. Solus is a bald twink elf who I think is one of the main characters in Inquisition. And he apparently revealed himself to be some sort of malicious god and tried to, like, bring down the veil or whatever, or cut off the veil so that no demon boys can come in. Now he regrets it, so he's undoing it, and it's causing problems. That's what I've gathered. Some sort of ugly little bald guy. Like, he looks a little bit like a hairless cat.
Nice work.
Let's see what's on the
Shut
other
up, you
side.
patronizing bitch. Don't ever speak to me again. Varric is an American dwarf who shows way too much chest. He's one of the main characters as well, I believe. Yes, bald nerd. Again, I never played Inquisition because it's simply too long for its own good. There's a real thing of RPGs overstaying their welcome, even more than horror games do. Sometimes they deserve it, like Baldur's Gate 3 was like 120 hours long in my first playthrough, and I did play it very slowly, but that earned it. A lot of them don't. I mean, this is very pretty. I like this room. Can I stay here? I don't know if I'm going to need the gold. Feels like the world's ending. Ooh, a strange lute with a horse head. This looks a bit Elithy-y to me. I'm going to watch YouTube videos telling me the plot I need to know before this game. I don't know if you need to know a huge amount, but maybe a little bit. I don't know. It'll probably just, you know, explain it as it goes, because this game is the fourth entry in the series. It's Dragon Age 4, basically. But the last one came out over 10 years ago. So I imagine they'd have to refresh people's memories. Although this game, this series in general, really does have a core demographic of, and not to be rude, obsessive gay nerds. So I imagine a lot of people over the past 6 months have been replaying all the other games and reading lore videos and stuff like that. So maybe. I haven't. I don't know. I think that there's probably an overlap between fans of Supernatural and this game. With similar levels of writing so far. I think a lot of people play the Dragon Age games in order to basically just pick them up, the NPCs, like dolls, and just smush them together like they're making, like, toys kiss. Ooh, a good game.
You saw earlier, Rook.
I think it's an Illuvian. I've seen a few in Arlethan Forest. They're elven.
Like, I have no idea what Arlethan Forest is, but I'm letting it wash over me.
To get around quickly.
He must have gone through it.
Probably. Oh, my feet are going to be so damp. Like, my shoes, this is a fantasy world. My shoes are probably not waterproof. My socks are soaking right now. This is the worst level of water for there to be, because it makes it slightly annoying to walk through it, but not enough that you can swim. And it's just enough to get the bottom of your trousers and your socks soaked through. Ugh. Well, I don't know. I mean, I've always thought Dragon Age, It always felt a little bit to me like BioWare couldn't get the license back for Dungeons and Dragons games, and so they went, we'll make our own Dungeons and Dragons with blackjack and hookers, and so Dragon Age is very similar. So maybe there's an equivalent of like prestidigitation, so I can just go like, and everything is dry. That would be nice.
Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
Oh, stop with the references.
This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
Don't impress me much.
The tremors are getting worse.
I'm sorry, can you take off your fucking hat?
And we've got demons.
It's coming from me. But like, can you please take off the hat? I hate your hat so much. Alright, I'm gonna do a big ol' arrow in your face and then hit you with a sword or something. Ow, I'm hurt. Leave me alone. Kill one of them for Christ's sake. We all fine?
And I thought the demons were bad back in Minrathous.
Ugh. I thought they smelled bad on the outside. Yeah, Dreya, take off your fucking hat. It's just so dumb. Like, do you think that looks cool? Like, no judgment, just be honest with me. Do you think that looks cool? Whatever your name is, Nev. Oh, you did a little sassy wink at me. Ugh. Ugh. Don't come near me. Don't touch me. Hi. Any more boys?
I feel like those tremors are getting worse.
Me watching the successive sequels to the movie Tremors. Don't subject yourself to that. Smash him. There we go. What was that? Does it press click while sprinting to perform an agile attack? Oh, that's kind of fun. I like that. Well, thanks tutorial. I probably never will do that. Little wolf boy. I like this statue. It's kind of slightly abstract, but nice. I like the way they've done his little mouth. That's quite cute. Should play Inquisition for Cassandra. I don't know who that is. Smash boy. Oh, never mind. Oh. Everything's going Millhouse. She goes at things a lot. I've got my little shooty pew weapon back. It's important to note.
We get tremors every time one of those big crystals at the ritual site lights up.
Not many of them left to light. Might want to hurry.
Can I don't know, gag you or something? Big old bow, please. Ooh, the sensitivity is a little bit low on the bow. I think that was an agile attack, maybe. It knocked him down, at least. Don't fucking float in the air. I don't like that you've named it in the first place. Like, can you... Look, we're probably going to meet other characters and stuff in that. Can you just be cool? Like, don't immediately open with, oh, I named my gun or whatever. Its name is Bessie. Isn't that cool? Because you're going to, as the youth say, you're scaring the hoes. So can you just tone it the fuck down? You all have the vibes of people who spent way too much time in a high school chess club. People who learned social interaction from watching anime. Sorry, I'm in a very bitchy mood today, apparently. I'm having a good day, I don't know why.
Almost
Usability shortcuts by 1, 2, and 3. I have. That's fine. That's a little bit of a reach, but fine. Oh, Jesus. Smash him. Smash him. I really like using the bow, honestly. I feel like I'm an alright aim. It's one of the very few things I can semi-reliably do. You're really feeling yourself, yes. I have been described as a catty bitch various points in my life. Ooh.
Quite a few of them, aren't there?
Nothing compared to how many we'll get if Solus finishes his ritual.
Yeah, I get it. Ritual bad. Why are you coming for me? I'm a little guy. Leave me the fuck alone. Oh, good. The combat, now that I have a little bit of a handle on it, is not actually that bad. I was worried it would be worse. I wonder how many frames I'm getting. It feels like about 40, or hovering between 25 to 40. I might lower the graphics a bit. This might be the game that finally gets me to upgrade my graphics card. I am so reluctant to upgrade anything on my PC. But my CPU is fine. I have, like, what, 64 gigs RAM? Got SSDs in there, like a chip, M2 chip or whatever. So it's really just the graphics card that's bottlenecking, I think. It's about time, I guess. How else will I appreciate the ray tracing? Ugh. I don't fear lightning. Canonically, the lightning melted my boobs, so... Ooh. Oh, Jesus, I'm gonna have to Dark Souls, hang on. I'm Dark Soulsing. Good stuff. Shoot it in the face of damage! In the head, please. Wonderful. Another one.
How did a demon this large get through the veil?
Shut up about the veil.
Damn thing probably sensed Solus's ego.
I think I got through that hitless. I'm a little bit, embarrassingly, a little bit proud of myself.
Let's get to Solus.
I know it's a tutorial, boss. You're getting a gnarly widow's peak as well, Varys. Varric, whatever your name was. I'll just call you Big V. No, that sounds like something worse.
All right, I'll take it from here.
He's Frodo maxing with his jewelry.
You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
I mean, I'll be honest, I don't care if you die, so do what you like, right? Can you take Harding with you as well, just in case it goes wrong? And then it's just me and Stupid Hat, we can finish it off. You can do it! Is that Rob Schneider in all those Adam Sandler movies? You can do it!
We've got your back. If anyone can get through to him, you can.
Thanks, Rook. Whatever else he is, he's my friend.
Why am I called a Rook?
Then he'll hear from Bianca.
That's the one piece of backstory I want. Why am I called a Rook?
Take care of the team for me.
I'm 2 days from retirement. Can't wait to see my wife back home.
Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
He looks like handsome Squidward. What a goofy looking idiot.
Alright. Let's buy him some time.
Alright, fight some boys. Oh Jesus, I got smashed. Ow. I mean, I assume that'll happen in this game later.
Is getting through to Solus.
Better talk fast. Can't hold these demons up forever.
I can do what I like. If they are slow enough that I can just hit them with a bow, it's all okay. I'll never understand why there are so many soulless girlies. Maybe they just really like... What's it called? Handsome Squidward. Oh, he's English, that also makes sense.
Demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen.
Varric's voice sounds familiar, and I don't like it. Good. Put that fucking thing away.
It is what they do.
I'm so happy that's gone. Push him.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you
Push
want
him.
me to take the shot?
Yeah,
Won't work. He's too powerful.
try anyway.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
I'm
Anyone
built
got a better
different.
idea?
I've got very thick thighs, and I've already survived some lightning.
I'm with you.
My cool scars.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Harding, I really don't like you, so... Nev with me. Or it's meant to be like the American spelling of Nev. Nev with me. Harding. It's swarmed by demons. Plus, you are
Let's
a
go
mage.
now.
It'll be
Harding,
useful.
Keep the demons busy.
Good luck.
Did the demons used to be part of the world? Since the video I watched said that the Fade used to be intertwined. Maybe? I can't really remember. I remember going into the Fade in Dragon Age Origins and really enjoying that. Even though in Dragon Age Origins there's a level where you go into the Fade and it's like this maze in the Fade. And I quite liked it. Everybody else in the world hates it. Everyone hates that level. I was into it. I'm fine with it. But I remember enjoying the sloth demons most of all. Because they reminded me a little bit of Winnie the Pooh. I like their voice acting. They're all based on like the 7 deadly sins, aren't they? Like there's lust demons with honkers. There's sloth demons which look a little bit like bears.
This is it.
We need to bring down the scaffolding.
Alright, just smash them up, baby. Just go right under it. Did that work? That was pretty easy. That was all that was keeping it up. I was able to bring that down with a dagger.
Down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost.
I can basically see your nipples, Varric. Are you not cold? It's raining. Your breasts are getting wet. I mean, you've got a lot of chest hair as well. That's going to be matted.
We need to push it. Right.
I'm very small. I don't know if this is going to work out.
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Maniacal speech. I feel like that was going to come down eventually anyway. In his villain era. Kill Varric, please. Kill both of these pricks. I'm pro this choice. Raw magic seems to be doing nothing to you, I know. Oh, never mind. The plot has decided that raw magic is dangerous now. No, never mind. It's basically just like a strong wind. Nev, do you have a cure for stabbings? I hate your chin as well. You've got the Ben Affleck chin. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's go! Oh, why couldn't it have been you? Wrong kid died. This is the worst case of being stabbed I've ever seen. I don't know who Harding is, by the way. I don't know which game she was in. Oh yeah, that's brain damage for sure. Yeah, I don't know if they're recovering from that. If you're twitching and there's blood behind your ears. And we're through the tutorial. Good. Lovely stuff. That didn't take that long. Maybe... Actually, we've been playing for like 2 hours, but most of that was character creation.
What you have done.
Is that a haired Solace? No, it's me. My ears and nose are noticeably bigger. Oh, I like this lighting.
I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
You died?
I was not destroying the world.
Frame rate's picked up noticeably.
When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site.
Look, the plots of these games are so stupidly convoluted.
I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
They're so fucking dumb, the plots in these games. It really does feel like watching a CW show. I'd like to wake up then. I don't really want to talk to you. You annoy me. For the very little I've seen of you, you annoy me a little bit. Although, I'll be honest, you annoy me less than Varric, so talk.
Alright, you brought me here to talk. What are we talking about?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped.
They are gods.
When they rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted Elven Gods walk free.
Alright. Sure, you're the hero. You let them out. Yeah, you did let them out. I mean, we were fucking around, but you did, at the core, let them out.
Thanks to me? I wasn't the one performing a big ritual to free them.
Free them? My mortal enemies. I was ensuring that they would never escape their prison.
You were tearing down the veil.
I had a plan.
Veilguard said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric.
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is...
Oh, please don't let him be alive.
quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all
What's the
my
difference?
power to imprison them millennia ago, but I am certain you will be fine.
Okay, now I'm worried. Don't say that. I don't know if I want to say any of these things. Damn, like, I don't want to be jokey. Damn right we will is way too fucking hard. Okay, now I'm worried. Makes me want to slit my own throat. And this is all your fault, just makes me sound like a toddler. Well, I guess I'm in the Veil now. I know it's so rude to say, and there's no reason that American accents shouldn't be in fantasy, but it just feels wrong. It's one of the things that has always just set me on edge a little bit in Dragon Age. Because there's no reason, like, it's not like British accents are more fantasy than American accents. They're all fucking misplaced, you know? It's like, it's not like it matters. But whenever I hear, like, an elf speaking with an American accent, I'm like, ugh. Sarcasm, really? Okay, now I'm worried. Like, what does exclamations work? Like, this is meant to be, I'm a tough guy, rah. This is stoic, obviously. This is witty. What is this meant to be? Like, yelling? In the Fade. The Veil is what separates the Fade from our world. Look, I've been that person as well, so I won't begrudge you. Annoyed, maybe?
Outstripped my own even before they embraced the corruption of the blood.
But you did imprison them.
Through trickery. I also had a ritual dagger of pure Lyrian, and a network
That's
of
their
raiders to
version of
keep me from
Mithril or
lighthouse across the
Adamantine
world.
or whatever.
I don't have either of those.
Well then, I expect you will be busy. Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
I do kind of like that he's just like, well, I'm here. Fuck off and take care of it. That's kind of funny. Oh my god, my nose is huge. No!
This is your responsibility now.
Well,
fuck.
who's still with us?
Varric, you're okay. But I saw Solus stab you. You fell.
Varric the Grey. That's what they used to call me.
Gonna take more than a flesh wound to stop me.
Fuck.
Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
Please die. I love how much you hate Varric in the chat, by the way. Or not Varric, Solus. More? What can I ask? What exactly happened? What exactly happened? We should get some backstory, I guess. What exactly happened?
What happened?
I did my best to talk sense into Solus, but of course, he wasn't listening. He never does.
The plan did go a little wrong.
Yeah. Harding got everyone out. By the skin of her teeth, mostly.
I never liked that phrase. It makes me uncomfortable to imagine my skin having... or my teeth having skin. Or my skin having teeth.
At least, she's a lot tougher than me.
I played until this, so I'll leave here after this convo. Don't bin. I don't think I'm going to bin it. I will say it is... like, the title is really accurate. Like, I was making a joke in that stream title, but it really, really feels like we have Baldur's Gate at home, you know? But that's fine, because Baldur's Gate is really good. So, you know, even a lightly enshittified Baldur's Gate 3 is still going to be like a 7 out of 10. Flashy teeth. Medical leeches are making a comeback, baby. The age of quackery is upon us. Medical leeches, if you don't know, have been used basically consistently in hospitals since the medieval era. There's a leech guy in most modern hospitals. And always kind of has been. Now, they're not used much, but apparently there's still a place for leeches. There's a maggot guy and a leech guy in every hospital. Maybe they're the same guy, but in the bigger, more well-funded hospitals, I imagine they have their own little offices. One themed around maggots and one themed around leeches. I imagine the leech guy wears a little top hat full of leeches and goes like, welcome, madam, to the leech lair. And like takes a leech off his hat and goes, would thou like a piece? But apparently, like, maggots are really, really useful for infected flesh treatment. Maggot therapy is still a thing. And leeches, I don't really know what they use leeches for, to be honest, but they do. Maybe it is bloodletting? Like, maybe there is a medical use for bloodletting? I can't think of one, but maybe there is a point where a doctor looks at you and goes, "You've got a bit too much blood in you." Leech man, you rang. They have an ornate black bell with a leech embossed on it, and they ring it, and Leech man just appears behind them. What were you saying, Varric? Something about leeches? It's worse than you think. Suddenly a mist envelops the ward, exactly. The other one is Maggot Man, who's much worse. He sort of like a cyst appears on the floor and it bursts and there's just a maggot guy there. Just a guy in a lab coat with a pocket full of maggots going, "Here."
Derek, when we stopped the ritual, something else got out. Something even Solus is afraid of.
You've got this, Rook. World's not flooded with
I love how
demons right now.
unconcerned they all are.
You stop Solus.
Like they're really not selling the gravity of the situation.
Rook,
It's like, Solus, oh yeah, some gods got out. Good luck. This guy, it'll be fine. Absolutely fine. My backstory. That feels dumb.
Clever, adaptable.
They clearly slotted that line in.
Know when to quit.
Rook, look who's awake. I've been searching the place for Lyrian potions.
Mana potions. She lost a leg and now has a cool little thing. Oh, you've got a way cooler foot now.
Oh, be careful if you go outside, Rook. It is a long way down.
We're not going to mention the cool
The
foot.
Olivian led us
Did you have
into
that before? I wasn't looking
something,
at your feet.
And it's in the Fade.
I'm not that kind of
That's
person.
what we needed. The dream world.
Then I really need to look around.
Can't hurt, in theory. And we need to talk about our next move. Maybe find Harding? She went outside.
Find
somewhere.
Harding?
There's a table in the central area here. I'll meet you both there.
You sound like an Australian trying to sound English.
I need to sleep.
Bye. Can I
See you later, kid.
Don't call me kid. I have grey hair. Can you possibly smother Varric and then just say, "Oh, he must have succumbed to his wounds. Oh, oh no, we'll have to do without Varric." I am thick, aren't I? Oh, I love your leg. Can I have a leg like that? Can you get rid of my feet? Oh, look at my little grippers out on the floor. Why are my grippers out? Sorry, I recently learned that word. Why are my grippers out on the cold floor? I mean, this is how I walk around my house, but, you know, it's weird, right? Mirror of transformation. I can change my looks, I guess. Okay, that's fine. You can have a leg like that, just seen Leech Man and Maggot Man a few too many times. Maggot Man is interesting. I remember reading an article about the Maggot Man in hospitals. And they were like, basically, we still haven't found a better way of dealing with necrotized flesh than maggots. Like, what happens is, if you have a wound that has gotten infected or it's gangrenous or something, and they need to, like, cut away the infected flesh but leave as much healthy flesh as possible, if you throw some maggots on it, they just do it over the course of, like, a day, and it's really, really useful. And it's, like, hard for us to do synthetically. So they just go, "Oh, let's get the Maggot Man in." It was an interesting read. I was like, oh, that's cool. Where the fuck are we? Hang on. Did you explain where we were? Are we just in a library? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Library update. Introduction to the lighthouse. We're in the lighthouse. I will read that codex, I think. Creeps in like Nosferatu, chuckling to himself. Once, the lighthouse was a place of learning, with tools to study the secret workings of great magic. When Solus rebelled against those who called themselves our gods, The lighthouse became his center of operation. Sorry. With tools to study the best ways to free ourselves from the tyranny of the Evanuris. You are safe here, both those of flesh and of the Fade. Any who wish to help are welcome. The magic of our lighthouse will provide for your needs, see to your comfort, and even help you understand different tongues. For those who escaped here from distant parts of the Empire, should you have any other needs, ask for the slow arrow, and I will help. That's the best way to free ourselves from these readings. I don't care about that. Okay, cool. Letters from your companions and others you've aided in your journeys. No missives received. Oh, there's a glossary as well. That's quite useful, actually. How do I access that again? I have no idea. How do I access that at all? I don't know how I get that back up, that menu. Don't know what button it was. Tab, I, caps lock. Nope. Cool. Okay, I mean, we're in... I don't know why we're here, genuinely, but we're in some sort of spooky lighthouse full of magic men. And automatic doors. And some tea? Looks like don't just step up on the table. It's very rude. Even if you're not wearing shoes. I don't know, would grippers be worse? I've got huge legs. Alright, let's go. Up here, I guess. I can sprint, I'd forgotten about that. Where's Harding? Harding's over there, I guess? I don't like Harding. I don't want to see Harding or talk to Harding. This looks like it's going to be some sort of magical portal. So does that. Cutscene? A lot of cutscenes. Very front-loaded on cutscenes. Oh. Where the fuck are we? What has happened? We're in the outside, or what's it called in Dishonored? Oh, it's the title screen. I understand.
Rook, you're awake. And we're...
in the Fade.
This is where people come when they dream, but dwarves don't dream. And somehow I'm here.
Yeah, it's
lore.
Unreal. Nev thought we should talk about what to do next.
We should. But maybe look around a little. We might be here a while.
Alright. Cool. I'll look around a little bit. I dinged! Press K to open the skills screen and acquire new skills. I wonder when that convention happened that K is the skill menu. Because that's in most games, I feel. But it makes little sense, I'd say. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. What is this? Oh my god. Okay. Oh no, there's so much stuff. Oh Christ. There's a map. I have a map. That's good. It's near I for inventory, and it can't be S due to WASD. Only Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth is brave enough to use the S for other things. I guess this is how I access that menu, by the way. Okay. Rogue Core. Rogues are cunning and adaptive. They fight with 2 swords and a bow while exploiting enemy weaknesses. So I can go... So I'm assuming I have to, you know, branch off in certain ways. Focused on bows and long-range combat, aim for the head. That sounds kind of fun. I think I would like to go that way, but we'll check around. Bow damage, weak points, and special bow abilities, and then we can... It looks like we go Rogue Core at the start, and then from there we can go to Sustain, or Burst, or Control, and then from there we can spec into Fortune, Veil Jumper, or Antivan Crow, and then from there we can go off into these specialists. Oh my god. So if we want to use swords, we should go Duelist, or work towards Duelist. Saboteur, is traps and like little miscellaneous nightmare stuff, like fire bombs and stuff, I assume. What the fuck is that using? Some sort of flamethrower? A gun? And then Veil Ranger is cool bullshit. I mean, we don't need to decide right now, and it's probably a respec option like Diablo 2 or something, but we'll start with Rogue Core. Static strikes. Unleash twin bolts of lightning from your blades. We can also get Riposte. Oh, Jesus. On defend, click a button. After a successful defend, you can now launch a powerful counter-attack. So after defend, you right-click and you can do a big old slash or something. Okay. Evasive maneuvers. Space, then click. Use your speed to launch a powerful attack from an extended dodge. This game screams controller. It does, which is shocking for an RPG. It's way more actiony than I thought. Acquire. Okay. Well, I can only choose a couple of things. Progress further to unlock that. I guess we'll go exploding arrow. Simultaneously perform a light ranged attack. Simultaneously performing a light and ranged attack attaches a sticky arrow to a target in range. The arrow explodes after a short delay. That sounds pretty good. I would like that. It's not turn-based. I guess I'm still in Dragon Age 1 mode, which wasn't turn-based, but it was kind of pseudo-turn-based. It wasn't, you know, it was more like the original Baldur's Gates, because, you know, it's a BioWare RPG, classical style. So it was, you know, active pause combat. It was way more tactical based. Like it was, you know, maneuvering a party around choosing which stances they're in and which, you know, skills they're going to use, and then unpausing and letting it play out and then pausing again and all that kind of thing. So I wasn't expecting this. Let's go exploding arrow. I would like that. Oh, I have 3 points. I forgot. Endure. Lose 35% less momentum when you take damage. Downfall. Jump attacks guarantee critical hits if the target is knocked down. I guess endurance. I'd like a passive. And then Rain of Decay. That sounds fun. Rain death from above. Damage is inflicted each second to all enemies caught in the area of the attack. I don't know how much 300 damage is. That could be nothing. I'm gonna go this, because if I am, I don't know, I might switch over to controller, but if I am doing mouse and keyboard, that kind of lends itself well to bullshit. So let's do some bullshit for now. I have no more points. That's fine by me. You've got an exploding arrow and poison arrows. I'm good with that. Contact marked with something will eventually expire as you progress. What? What does that mean? What's there? So there's like time-locked quizzes. Or not quizzes, quests, whatever. You know what I mean. Ah.
It wasn't supposed to go this way. What do we do now? What do we do?
Where do we go from here? Now that all of the children have gone away. And where do we spend our lives?
Oh, hey, Rook. How's it going?
I don't like you. I'm sorry, apparently Harding's a fan favourite, but she really rubs me the wrong way. Ever seen a place like this? Don't rub it in that apparently dwarves can't dream. It's such a weird piece of lore. Well, I guess it's like they came up with this thing that like the Fade, this world and source of magic, is where you go when you dream. But then they were like, dwarves can't use magic. I guess they don't dream either. Are you okay? How are you feeling?
Harding, are you doing all right?
Look into my rat eyes.
Are you? Is anyone? Anyway, doesn't matter how I'm doing. What are we gonna do about this mess? We were going to go back through the Illuvian, right? Let's start with that. As soon as we can.
You know you can take some time to just...
Now you sound like Varric. Varric
How
and I started
fucking
this,
dare you?
and I can't stop. Not now. Don't ask me to. So, come get me when you're ready to go. All right?
Sure. That was the time-locked thing? It's like, if you don't go in here soon, you won't be able to see her being annoyed. Alright, let's go. Explore the lighthouse. Let's explore the lighthouse a little bit then. Like, what's around here? Like, what's this cool little building over this way? I'm assuming, by the way, this is going to be... This feels quite Fable. So I'm assuming this is going to be like our little hub world. And then we're going to go through magical portals to get to each area of the game. Because I've heard this is not technically open world, which I prefer at this point in my life. There is absolutely a place for open world games. I loved Breath of the Wild. I love the Elder Scrolls games and Fallout. But not everything needs to be open world, and I think Dragon Age is one of those things. It's another thing that put me off Inquisition, because Inquisition is very open world. And I don't think that fits Dragon Age that well, just as a concept. So I'm glad they've kind of pared back on it. Can I... This looks like there's some sort of secret boy in here, right? Nope. Never mind. Ooh, fancy little jump. Secrets. A painted pot and some gold. Fine with that. Oh, don't jump, you idiot. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's... I don't know, I guess I'm being too cautious because I played Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth recently, and any time that protagonist would... What the hell is that? Rotate the statue. Why? To enter the library passage, these three pairings must meet face to face. Oh, right, okay. So there is a secret passage, I guess. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the protagonist of that game will snap his ankles off if he takes even a small jump off a curb. What is that down there? Other than spooky loot. Can I do a big jump? Ooh, not really. I don't know how to jump in this game. I'd love to know what the jump key... It's F. I thought F was just sort of a climb button. But it's jump. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Blacksmith's tools. A library update. I'm not reading that one. Sorry. So everything needs to face this way. What is up there? Something. We'll just, we'll explore this little area and then, we might wrap up, we might not. Okay, so I can turn that to meet something. Right now, this is facing right towards the middle. It said 3 things must face each other, right? How do I... Oh, God. Hang on. Whoop. There we go. That is very slightly awkward. It's F for fuck yourself into a chasm. Very slightly weird. There's something in there, which is also time-based. Maybe that's Neve? Nev?
Wisps. Figures are in the fate, but I swear they're following me.
They're cute. I like them.
All right?
They look a little bit like
Strange
jellyfish,
creature falling
and I think
into.
they're cute too.
But I'll work with it. You know me.
I watched a little mini documentary
I
on
know Varric
jellyfish
wanted you
recently
for
on
the job.
YouTube. It was like
You
10
know the
minutes
same
long.
about me.
And Emma looked
I never called that
disgusted
guy
the whole way
injured
through.
right after we
But I think
met.
they're quite sweet.
I'll be fine. You trusted me for the job, and I delivered. That's what counts.
Most
If we're stuck in
importantly,
this,
you seem to
let's
have
hope you
lost
can
your
trust
stupid
me
hat,
again.
which I'm so happy about. Let's hope things go smoother. Ooh, is this the romance option? I don't like you enough to romance. I mean, I like you the most of the 3 of these fuckers. Like, Varric, I'm actually genuinely a little bit annoyed that he's still alive. Harding, I don't want to speak to ever again. You, I'm neutral for, but not enough to flirt with you. I do trust you. You seem fine.
Of course I do. We're a team.
Ugh. Manager speak.
Is this how fast you trust anyone? Should I be touched or worried?
You take a lot of notes. What about?
Lately, what we know, or knew, before Solus changed the game.
Do you take a lot of... I've never seen you take
Not
a
much.
note.
I'm sure
what are you
Lace
talking
would
about?
hate to hear that, but...
Has she been
one step
taking
at a
notes?
time.
I wasn't paying attention. I'm sure Lace would hate to hear that. Who the fuck is Lace? The game's changed a lot since I played it. Like, I don't know. Inquisition, I assume, did a lot with the plot. So, got any weekend plans? I mean, I don't. We'll figure this out. Yeah, let's be optimistic. I got a
We'll
colouring
figure
book
this
to work
out.
on, honestly.
I'm
Not
sure
much
of
going
it.
on this weekend.
Really?
Emma has some
Do
colouring
you know
books.
something I
Apparently they
don't?
really help with
No, we just...
anxiety.
Well, we have to.
He hasn't used them in a while, but there's one sitting over there, I
Yeah,
think.
that's the job.
Like sort of semi-intricate little pattern-based colouring books, like fractal patterns making up an owl, stuff like that. And she has some little, you know, colouring pencils and watercolour pencils and stuff like that. I can see that being very useful. I don't know if I would massively do it, but I can see it being a nice way to spend a couple of hours. I know Emma has OCD too, right? Yes, she does. Emma has OCD, as well as an anxiety disorder, and possibly some other stuff. So, you know. Sometimes with colouring books I have to resist the OCD urge to not be perfect with it. I get that as well. Like, I don't know. It would really... I don't know. I don't think I am neurodivergent. Basically, I think if I was, more signs would have cropped up by this point in my life. Basically. But I do get sometimes, if I'm colouring something, if I was colouring something as a teenager, kid or something like that, or if I'm doing a jigsaw puzzle or something like that, as I get to past the halfway point and get towards the end, I get like a real, like a ball of tension in my, like my stomach about it. Like not in, I don't know, not like an anxiety thing, but just like, I get like real, like curled up and like, oh, I need to finish, and like almost frustrated with it. But not bad enough that I don't like doing them, I guess. I think you're neuro-spicy. I might be. Discomfort? Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, I guess. Mild discomfort. Just I'm sort of like clenched. Like full body clench a little bit. Aren't you ADHD? I don't think so. I don't know. As I've read symptoms of ADHD, because I think I do have a couple of symptoms of ADHD, but I think you need to meet a certain amount of criteria to be able to be considered ADHD, right? I don't really have like executive dysfunction, for instance, and I don't have the thing where caffeine makes you sleepy, or, you know, a few other things. I don't think I don't know. I don't think I am. Basically, whenever I've heard people describe their experiences with ADHD, it kind of sounds like hell, and I'm always like, oh, thank God I don't have that. You know? If I do have it, it's unbelievably mild, but I don't think I do. I might have something, I don't know. I haven't checked, basically. The caffeine one isn't necessarily a symptom. It's just a thing on the internet that people say about it. Anecdotal. Oh, read this. A faded note. Look at this place. We planned a rebellion here once. Said we'd change the future of the elves. Throw off the tyrants. And we did. Now the path outside is fractured. It'll be hard rekindling all the Alluvians. Solus, if you see this, I'll be looking for you. Out in this world and in the mortal one. Don't cause too much trouble before I get there. Ugh. Annoying. I don't like the tone of that note. I don't want to imagine Solus in sort of like a flirty mood. Was that always lit? AF? What did that note say? It was like all three of them need to be facing something, but I don't know what. I asked my psych, I'm assuming psychologist, if I had autism, because I related to people talking about autism too much in the internet. And he was like, stop listening to the internet. Yes, I do think that is a good thing to do. Because, I don't know, I think there is an urge, if you are neurodivergent, because of how neurodivergent people are and have been historically treated, I think there is a natural urge to want to be part of some sort of community or group, which I think could possibly... Oh, Jesus.
2 more.
Which could possibly cause people to maybe not overdiagnose. I don't think that's an actual issue, to be honest. But, what's it called? Maybe false positive themselves a little bit. You know, if they already have something. Okay, I know nothing about this. I am also a voice on the internet. Yeah, exactly, it's connection. It's like Emma was talking about that recently. It's like she's found some more people with, you know, conditions like OCD and autism and things like that who are openly talking about it, which has not been a thing, really, up until fairly recently, I guess. Okay, let's make these two face each other. And, you know, it made her feel nice, but also, like, confused, basically, because it was like, oh, haven't experienced this before. Okay, we need to go down, right? Down here. Yeah. I do think ADHD is widely more common and does exist on spectrum. Yeah, definitely. Like, you know, it's like, people always crack out the left-handedness chart, and I think that's fine. Like, you know, it's like with trend stuff and with neuro... what's the actual word? Neuroatypical, right? Neurodivergent. People always break out that left-handedness chart, which is... You know, when people say, oh, there's so many autistics around and everybody's got ADHD nowadays and there's so many people becoming trans, and it's like, you know, when people stopped being beaten in schools for writing with their left hand, left-handedness shot up as a reported thing and then evened off because, as obviously it would, it's not like an infectious thing. So yeah, good stuff.
Second. 1 more to go.
Oh, really? There's 1 more to go? Okay. Whoop. Just about. I used to volunteer at an OCD non-profit. I have a lot of info on it if Emma ever wants to chat. That's very kind of you. Well, there's one up there. Was there a statue up here somewhere? Because there's one right there, I think. In the middle. I don't know why I'm doing this. I haven't really thought about it. I'm just doing it. Ooh, some stuff. Collect the Imperial Weave. That feels like something I can either sell or make some cool little outfits in. Or with. Cool stuff, cool stuff, cool stuff. Cool stuff, cool statue boys. Statue boys? Any fun statue boys around? Not that way. Let me see. Maybe I just have to reuse one of the other statues? Or maybe it's up there? Don't know if I can get up there. I'm enjoying just wandering around, to be honest. I find just running around quite satisfying. Partially because there is no... Oh, thank you. They have locked the statues in place. That is so nice. So I'm not fucking around with them. Okay, where do you want to go? Where can you face? You can face over there. Or... Ah, you can just face each other right here. There's 2 of you. I thought there was only 1.
Okay.
Yippee.
Did something.
The running form on this one is insane. I mean, you can see why they've got such massive fucking thighs. They've got the thighs of an Olympic cyclist. What did that do? I have no idea what that did. I mean, they were all going through there, so maybe it did something in there. I don't know. that open up some sort of cool secret? Gather the team. Was this always something? Was this open before? I don't know. Sprints everywhere, doesn't run. Sprints. The Alluvian room. Alright. The Dreadwolf's Alluvian. So this is the mirror then. Cool Stargate, I guess.
Most of us have only travelled through the Alluvians at the whims of those who called themselves our gods. We know them as mirrors that always go from one to another, a bonded pair, no matter the distance. Solus has outsmarted the so-called gods. If we used the normal Alluvians, they could track us to our lair. Solus has improved upon the work by creating a mirror whose singing stone can change its tune to take us any Alluvian, not just a bonded partner. We can travel wherever this rebellion needs us.
So it's a Stargate. The character's caked up. Well, you can thank me for that. Because I was able to judge hip size. Not as much as I wanted. I wanted silly proportions. Ah, this is what it unlocked, I assume. What about this one? Nope. I'm fine with that. Music room. Oh. Can I play the piano? This... Is this a piano or is this maybe a harpsichord?
They're paying you real money.
Thanks,
Jack.
Jack.
People's money.
Is this a harpsichord? Because when did... I mean, I know that this is... It just feels weird when you see a piano in a fantasy game. Because they're such a new instrument. Like, when was the piano invented? 1800s? Something like that? So it's weird to see one. So they've made it fantasy instead. Memories of a duet. Nah. I might read that off stream. I probably will, actually, because I am a mark for RPGs. Like, they were my favourite genre of game when I was a kid, and still might be. 18th century, really? It was 1700s. Oh, I thought it was the 1800s. I might be thinking of the saxophone, which is also fairly new. It is weird to think that a lot of classical music that you associate with piano was, well, not a lot, but some of it definitely was written before pianos really took off. So they would have been written for like harpsichord and stuff. But now nobody uses harpsichords. So when they were initially performed, some of them wouldn't have been on a piano. It's just an interesting thought. I should play piano again. I haven't played piano in like 8 months. I like piano. Piano is probably my favourite instrument. I really like my piano. But it's difficult and you lose practice very quickly. So I'd have to relearn a lot, honestly. Alright, well, music room unlocked. Good stuff. I guess that must have been the secret we unlocked, right? Alright. Anything else around here? Anything else open? Because it was the 3 lights, right? And the 3 lights are active. So there must be another 3-light puzzle somewhere around as well that opens up this thing. But I imagine we'll be coming back here every so often. Can we have a piano stream? I did a short piano stream at one point. That has been purged from the internet because I don't think it went that well, but it was fine. I played some piano live on stream at one point and, you know, did some basic songs and stuff. I'm not very good at piano is the problem. Like, I'm very basic. I play like pop and rock piano, which is quite basic. I don't do any classical shit. Because that's too hard. I can change this from Altar to Fen Harel to Hanal Gilan, which is a Hala leaving streaks of Golden's Way. That's prettier. I like that one more. It's a bit silly and floaty, but sure. Yippee. I like deer more than I like wolves. I think deer are cuter, basically. I think I don't know. Would I rather be a deer or a wolf? Probably a deer. Being 2-tiered, it is probably a harpsichord. I don't mind harpsichords, by the way. I've never played a physical harpsichord, but I like the sound of a harpsichord. I don't know why they completely disappeared. Like, harpsichords are almost extinct now. Like, they're you can still find harpsichords, I'm sure, but they basically are endangered. But like, I'm into harpsichords. Like everybody else, my first exposure to harpsichords was Golden Brown by, what's it called? The Stranglers. And then was shocked when I heard other Strangler songs. It's because you can't play soft or loud. They only have the one volume on. It's why it's called a piano. It's weird that we've shortened it to piano, which just means quiet, right? In Italian, I believe. I don't speak Italian. It's either Italian or Latin. I think it's Italian. The full name of the instrument is pianoforte, which means quiet loud or softly loudly, something like that. Can't remember exactly, but that's what it means. But we just call it soft or quiet. That was the thing. It was like, oh, this instrument can play at different volumes based on the pedal and the, you know, how hard you slam on the keys. It's cool. Instead of just plucking a string.
So,
in a way, it's a
we
percussion
stopped the
instrument.
ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey, Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks. We all did.
And now Solus is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solus called it the Lighthouse.
He did? When?
I mean, I guess we'll say it. Oh, good, a cloak. Good. Fantastic. I'll put on my cloak. I was wearing my cloak yesterday. Emma and I went out to a little miniature Halloween event thing, and we wore the cloaks outside. And I have to say, Emma said it before I did, so you can trust her if you don't trust me. They're really nice to wear. Like, they're so toasty. It was like 8 degrees or something, and kind of wind, like breezy, like, and it was, people were wearing like, you know, puffy jackets and stuff. We were in, you know, standard tops. I had like my sleeves rolled up and everything, and I was toasty in a cloak. Cloaks are great. We should bring back cloaks as a fashion item. And cloak is on. Ugh. I love a good cloak. Most of my coats are cloak-like. I'm so sad they're out of fashion. I mean, Emma looks good in a cloak. She hadn't worn one before. And I think it's fun. And also, when there's a light breeze, they kind of swoosh around you, and it's very cool. Or at least you feel very cool. You know, kind of like very, very slightly, because there's a little bit of weight to them. They very slightly, like, billow out behind you, and it's like, that's kind of fun. I like cloaks. I have basically a fashionable poncho. Ponchos are fun too. I don't think I've ever worn a poncho. Everybody likes them. He was in my head. In my head. In my head. Bald elf.
In my head, Solus showed up while I was out cold to gripe about us breaking his ritual.
He's mad about us destroying his ritual?
Well, he would be,
Sounded
wouldn't
like
he?
it.
Or are you
When
surprised?
the ritual went wrong, he ended up trapped in some kind of prison.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's
No,
a
I'm not
reasonable
sure.
Reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
I'm not in danger. He can only barely reach me. I bled a little when I got knocked out.
So Solus is using blood magic, like any normal mage would to play with your mind.
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
I really like Regency men's fashion. I don't really know what Regency fashion is. Like, if you were to tell me a year, what year is Regency fashion, I don't think I'd be able to tell you. Is Regency fashion like, is that like Pride and Prejudice? Was that Regency stuff? Pride and Prejudice, is that set during the Regency? I'm not actually sure. This stuff. Yes, I think so. I don't dislike it. I like the coats more than anything else, to be honest. I think the coats are fine. Men's Regency collection. I like the boots. The trousers are a bit much. And the hats. I don't like top hats. I've never liked top hats. I think it's fine. Stop quibbling over terms. Shut the fuck up. Basically. Elven gods were dangerous, or my gods were dangerous, because I am an elf boy. Shut up.
I don't
Shut
care
up.
about the philosophy. In terms of his power against ours, he's a god.
All right, well, we've stopped the ritual, and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger.
Another
For now.
unreasonable standard
You're
from men.
certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
No.
I'm not certain of anything, but we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had 2 of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elgurnon and Gillenane, 2 of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against.
I mean, I don't know the lore, so, I mean, they're ours to kill is such a prickish fucking thing to say. They're worse than Solus, they're stronger than Solus, and the escape is our fault. I don't think it is, but they do seem stronger than Solus.
When I talked with Solus, he was scared of them. He said they were horrific tyrants.
Tyrants so powerful, elven history remembers them as gods.
Shut up,
Solus
Herding.
says Elgurnon and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god running around, we have 2. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that. We're down a man without Varric. We can't just rush in.
I know you're hurt,
Yeah,
Nev.
we've got no
The
men
rest of
here.
us need to do something.
Wokes.
I'll be ready to fight when it's time, but we need to investigate, then figure out what we're dealing with.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed?
Oh,
while we spend
Christ, get a
time
room.
Investigating?
Fuck me. Oh, I don't care who's right. Can I just kill both of you? I mean, I genuinely don't like Harding. I'm gonna say Neve's right.
If Elgurnon and Gillenane are worse than Solus, we can't go in blind. We need to know what they can do and what they
Yeah, I
want.
mean, your way
We
seems
only have
dumb, to be
Solus's
honest.
word about all of this.
Then that's
Then
why we
let's go
should check up.
investigate for ourselves.
Exactly.
We'll find out what we're dealing
Your
with.
what the fuck
then
is your point
we take
then?
our shot.
If it's like,
Fine.
oh, we only have
Leave and let us
Solus's
here
word
and
for
step
it.
back to
Well, then we should
Magrathus.
double check. So
Let's
what are you
hope it goes
arguing
back to
against?
the ritual site. Maybe we can find some clues at the scene of the crime.
Nev, are you okay to go?
It's a headache. I've worked with worse.
I was more talking about your missing foot, but
Let's get back to
I
the
mean, that
ritual
looks
site.
cooler than a foot,
The
so
Illuvian has
it's
its own
fine.
special room. It's just down the stairs.
Did she always have that foot? I'm going to have to go back in the VOD and check. Did she always have that cool golden foot? Because she doesn't seem to be mentioning it. I am so distracted by the fact that I'm not wearing shoes, by the way. Is this because I'm an elf? We just don't wear shoes. Is that a thing we do? Yeah, let's go down the magical stairs. It's because it's you. The game knows. My feet have still not recovered their stony calluses, by the way. I've always said the bottoms of my feet, because I would walk around so often in bare feet and walk around outside in my garden in bare feet and stuff, my feet had developed a sort of leathery hide on the base, like shoes. But at a certain point, and this is gross, the leathery hide started to crack apart like an old shoe, and I could see the sort of flesh of my foot underneath, and it was sort of painful. And so what I did was I got this product which is like a gooey slipper or a gooey plastic sock filled with some sort of acid, I'm sure, which strips the over the course of about 3 or 4 days, strips all of the like dead or hardened skin off of your feet. It just sort of all comes off, like sloughs off like a snake, and since then I haven't really recovered it. So they're still kind of soft right now. Like, I could no longer, as I used to be able to, walk across gravel without wincing. I think if I walked across gravel right now, I'd go, ooh. But I didn't used to be like that. Shedding like a snake. Sorry for that. I know some people have a thing about feet in either direction. You need to moisturize them. I never have. I've never moisturized my foots. What's a pumice stone? That's for, like, grinding the foot skin off, right? Dreyas need to shed their shell when they grow. Some of them even keep hold of their old heads and wear them like a crown. Alright, let's go. This is the Illuvian room. Let's gather the team, baby. It's for exfoliating. I've never been quite sure what exfoliating is. I don't think I do it, but I probably should. It's just like scraping yourself like a lizard, right?
For all we know, there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that Illuvian.
If it even takes us back to Arlefin.
Do you have any
Nev,
petroleum jelly? That's a great moisturizer. I don't know. Is that like Vaseline? I think we have some Vaseline.
Don't worry about me.
Oh, your stupid fucking hat's back.
Let's
Exfoliating is literally scraping things off your skin, yes. It sounds nice. It sounds like, you know, when you see like a lizard, like a dry lizard in the desert, like scratching itself up against a tree. That sounds nice and fun.
It's quiet. Well,
Vaseline,
isn't
that
a
stuff is great.
surprise?
Use it for chapstick too.
There's the
I think
ritual
we have some
site.
Vaseline outside. It's in like the medicine
But if the
cabinet, I'm
gods
sure.
really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Oh, we're back.
Right.
Yippee.
Let's take a look around and see if we can find any.
We really don't seem to be phased by anything that's happening. It really doesn't feel like the stakes are that high because of our character responses. Like, we're all so, like, down. We're really taking this in our stride.
Shut it down!
I'm trying!
It's some enchanted armor, some animated armor.
I can't contain it!
You look like one of the default character presets. Oh, you're not wearing feet as well. It must be an elf thing. You're not wearing feet. You're not wearing shoes.
Strife? Irulan?
What are you doing back in
Who the
Arlington?
fuck are you two?
Long story.
Again, I'm assuming this is
Isn't it
very
always
Inquisition heavy. I was expecting it to
hear
be
you're
more of the
going
other
on
games
Rook
too, so
now?
I'd know what was going on.
Nev, this is
Varric's
Strife
the only
and
one I
Irulan.
recognize.
They're veil jumpers like me, experts in elven magic. I worked with them before Harding
Where's
and
that
Varric
himbo
recruited me.
king from the first game?
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that
Oh,
bastard down.
as a veil jumper, you've worked
I'm
with Strife and
so
Ireland before. Okay, so this is because of my backstory.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn Harel's, Solus's ritual, isn't it? Thought you were supposed to stop him. Or did unforeseen complications lead to unforeseen consequences? Again.
This is a very minor complaint about the game. Very minor. It basically isn't even a complaint, but it's slightly distracting that the audio engineering on the voices isn't particularly good. By which I mean you can notice some jump cuts. They're cutting out too much of the silences between sentences, which is something I do sometimes in my YouTube videos. I have a bad habit of doing it, but one word will sort of be too close to the end of another one. Like, you can hear like an intake of breath being cut off. It's just a little bit too close. Like, the audio engineering needs another pass, I think. I mean, they only had 10 years to make it, so really it was so rushed. So how could they be expected to? We sort of stopped them. We tried. They don't like me because of my backstory,
We
I
found
picked.
Solus and stopped his ritual, but things took a turn.
The magic went wild. Solus was dragged into the Fade, into some kind of prison.
But when he went in, something, or someone else got out.
Elgernon and Gillenane, supposedly.
Thalanost.
The return of our gods, the Evanurus?
If those two are back out in the world, it explains a lot.
Like what?
Artifacts that have been dormant for centuries are awakening. Something that would need a source of tremendous magical energy, like 2 of our old gods.
Oh no. I mean, that sounds fun. Is this going to be like SCPs but magical? So what's next?
So Elgernon and Gillenane are loose, which means what?
You thought Solus was bad. He's a bit of a bastard, true. But next to them, let's just say they weren't known for their kindness.
There's a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Evanurus, and a reason he imprisoned them.
Of all the ancient things to unearth, of course it had to be 2 of the Evanurus. And of course it had to be you that unearthed them.
Shut up.
Tareth is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of veil jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Lute. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be
What
her.
is going on with your
Right.
face?
You get your friend back to
Why
your
do you look so
camp.
smiley?
We'll find Belara.
You get your friend back to... Oh, no, I kind of want Nev with me because... Oh, okay. So, okay. Unforeseen stuff, right? Like, if I had said, Harding, stay or come with me into the raw magic, then she would have gotten injured. And then I wouldn't have had to deal with fucking Harding. But as it is, I got Nev injured, and so now she's going to have to stay here. And I'm going to have to be stuck with fucking Harding. You're still injured. A weeping eye. I love how fucking Mass Effect-y this wheel is. A weeping eye. Nev help the veil jumpers, I guess. Will be nice.
Nev, I need you to stay with Strife and Irulan, alright?
I'm fine.
You're the best detective in Minrathous. You can help the veil jumpers
Apparently,
here.
we've just met you.
If trouble shows up, they could use your skills.
Fair enough.
We'll meet you back at
That's
the
how you
Jump
placate a
It's
child.
just south of here.
Belara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3
That's
days ago.
patronizing.
I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
Alright, you seem nice. Irulan is one of the very, very few nice people so far. That doesn't annoy the shit out of me. Like, Harding seems nice, but I don't want to spend time with her. Irulan seems alright. Ooh. It's very vibrant and pretty. I quite like that. I feel like, it has a very specific vibe to it, which I appreciate. It's got a very specific art style where it's very almost oversaturated.
It all feels a little off. Like everything shifted a little bit.
I like that. Like, it's, you know, it feels a little bit like Annihilation, if anybody's seen that movie, where everything's kind of hazy and very oversaturated with the cinematography. I quite like it. I'll probably save in a second, by the way, but this will continue. I'll come back with this on Monday, I think, because I'm enjoying it, as you'd expect.
Is that suit of
Oh,
armor
Jesus. Okay, well, time to do this. I've got better arrows now, right? I can do exploding arrows now, right? Did I do the exploding arrow? I think I did. I'm not sure. It's like light attack. It's like that, maybe. Is that good? Hit it. Oh, Jesus, hit it better than that. Amazing. Good stuff. Why were those other two so shit at killing that thing? Another companion.
Gotcha. Oh, people.
come from?
We've met our manic pixie dream girl.
Valara Luther? Strife and Ireland sent us to find you.
Wait, didn't you used to be a veil jumper? You left with Varric. What was your name?
Dreamer.
Rook. At least that's the nickname Varric gave me.
Stop calling yourself Rook. I'm
Harding.
Dreamer. Oh, Harding's name is Lace.
Before they send anyone out to look for me, I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately. Our gods, Elgranon and Gillenane, they've escaped from Fenharal's prison. And by all accounts, they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait.
Fuck, I hate the writing. Fuck, I hate the writing so much. The world's kind of interesting. The background and the setting, it's all very interesting. I quite like the art style. Really, the thing I really dislike about this game so far is the writing. Like, it's so insufferably, like, people who grew up on Buffy the Vampire Slayer coded. Oh my god, that is worse. I need a second. Sure. Go for it.
It's a lot to take in.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago.
Is it just me, or do these accents sound like when I do an American accent? Like, I'm sure they are American. BioWare's Canadian, so it's North America, right? EA's American.
Thick as fog.
But it's like they're really leaning into the
Could
American.
have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but...
But what?
See that shimmer?
Yeah, it's Annihilation.
That's a veil bubble.
It's Annihilation is what it
separating us
is.
from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
Can you bring it down?
Strife and Ireland said you're their best veil jumper. Hope that means you've got an idea.
Maybe. A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. If we can find it and remove it safely, I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then
Video
we're back in
games.
reality?
I really, really hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
Alright, that makes sense. Good stuff. So we're trapped by a veil bubble. And we need to get through it. Easy enough. And that, I think, is where we're going to save. We have a new party member. I get the basics. I get the setup. I appreciate that it did go over a little bit of the background that I don't understand, and that now we're past that, and it seems like the game is now about to actually properly start. That's fine. It's a clunky intro, I'll say that. The writing is not very good, and the intro itself is paced in a slightly clunky, disjointed way. But, you know, they only had 10 years. They're basically children. So save the game. And, oh, it's been auto-saving as well. That's lovely. Dreamer begins. Lovely. We'll save that there. The one save I have. And we will exit game. And I'll probably optimize the graphics a bit more for the next time to make sure it runs at maybe like 50 or 60 frames a second. That would be the goal. And maybe next week I might even order a new thing, a new graphics card. Anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I hope everybody enjoyed the game. I did. I think that's perfectly fine. I enjoyed that game. God only knows how long this is going to go. Go follow my YouTube. That's my call to action. I do this after every stream now. But I have a new video going up tomorrow, which is exciting because I was strapped for time. And so I have salvaged a video that normally I would have thrown away the footage from. I played a video game from the 80s, and it went so badly that I considered throwing away the footage into a bin and never thinking about it again. But I didn't have time to record anything else, so I have salvaged it into a short video. So that's exciting for everybody. In the meantime, go watch this Curse of Strahd video, which is kind of fun. It's my latest one. and go !links in general if you want to join my Discord, which I hang out in consistently. Oh, and next week, I believe, or the week afterwards, a Rust server might be coming back online. So I might throw in some Rust over the week. Like maybe it'll be split between Veilguard and Rust. Might be a fun time. We'll see. Is there anybody live that I want to raid? Thank you for another quiet stream. I like the relaxed, quiet, smooth streams. I will be live again on Monday, probably with Veilguard. We'll see. Let's go /raid and pick somebody. I don't know who's live. This person's live. Let's raid them. Thank you for watching. I have a lovely weekend, and I hope everybody is full of sweets or whatever snacks they bought for Halloween and didn't end up giving out. Goodbye, everybody.